What up,
Big-
Sins Ray? What's going on?
Welcome
It's
to
another
the
episode of the
podcast,
Sins
everyone.
Cartel podcast. You guys hear that guitar? That
Hello,
sounds
I'm
really
nostalgic
good.
critic.
Was
I
that
remember,
some
so
TV
you don't have
News?
to.
Yeah. Hi everyone. It's been a while. You know, I really missed you.
I missed you too, Sriracha.
I missed you too. Oh my god.
Goodness.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's introduce ourselves. Hello, I'm Ding Dong Fan 53. I'm watching Madmen right now, and the hot mom from Stranger Things is in it.
Based.
It's bass, bro.
Alright.
I'm.
It's me, Italian Dragon again. Sadly, I'm very sorry I had to be here.
It's so great to see your beautiful face once again in this.
Don't be
studio.
sorry. Behave.
It's beautiful.
I'm Sriracha.socks. You know me. Y'all know me and love me. And if you're listening on Spotify, you probably heard
farted?
my beautiful little ad read. Oh yeah, Ding Dong. You wanna? Never mind.
What?
Forget it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
When the
Hey.
podcast's done.
I think
Yeah.
you're forgetting someone here, bud.
No. Oh yeah, we
Very
got
good people.
raced
I'm
fellow.
roast fellow. Hello. I'm
Racist
roast
fellow.
fellow. I'm not racist.
And we got a newcomer here, Mr.
Yeah,
Explain
hello.
yourself.
My name is Jake. Just Jake is fine. I'm not real. I'm a figment of your imagination. You need to wake
I'm
up.
racist.
Dude, that is bass, bro. That's bass as F, bro.
I'm not a
I'm the
figment
Victor
of your
Reznov of this
imagination.
podcast.
So I think
I'm Italian's like alter ego.
I think to start us off.
You.
Um,
Don't even associate with me.
I think to start us off, we should have a cartel war and see which one's better.
Well,
Seems
Cartel won, really.
I'm not a fan of war.
Lame.
Yeah.
All right, what's everyone's opinions on war? You know, what do you think we should have it?
Why?
Against who?
Wow.
Here's my opinions.
Permitted
It's a
in
body
a
of light that
country.
is real light.
Yeah,
And
kind
seven
of.
shields of
So,
the rainbow
wait,
unite.
Here's something interesting.
So I actually do have like an opinion on war, and I'd like to speak with that.
All right.
Yes, ribbit, I can't hold it. Last told it to me and me already sold it. In the rain or in the snow, you got the funky flow. Now I really got to
What is wrong
go.
with your microphone?
Yeah,
It
Ding Dong,
sounds
your
like
microphone's.
We're bringing it luck, so give up. I got no time to spare.
Coming to
King
you
of
live
Rain.
from
It's
Haiti.
I like.
Ding Dong Fan 53. That was a beautiful performance.
I
There.
like.
Live
I like
from the
when.
bottom
I
of
like.
the
when
ocean. Did you hear
anything I had to
that
say or not? Do I sound better
now? Hardly.
Yeah, you sound a
You
little
kind of.
better.
No, it was just your microphone sounded like a machine gun.
Yeah, you went.
You sounded like that rapper guy from the beginning of Dead Island.
Sounded
you
like the
guys- have you guys
SDMG
heard of,
from Terraria.
Have you guys?
And then
heard,
we'll end the week just like a Sunday.
have you guys heard of
I thought
Viper?
you were singing a rain
Have you-
dance at first.
Have you guys heard of Viper, who's like the one rapper who's released like
Oh
a
my
1,000
God,
albums?
Y'all
the guy
cowards
from
don't even
Boston
smoke
Dynamics?
crack.
Yeah, that one.
Have you seen what he does now?
I
He
haven't.
just
No.
he just like records videos of himself in front of green screens, and he like
Race
Let's
Site
see.
Dog.
Plug in my
Yeah, dude,
headphones.
that's literally a
Better.
race site.
no yeah he like sends his music videos to people, but he doesn't play the music over the like.
How about now? How do I sound now?
Video.
You sound great,
You
dude.
Bit
sound
better.
good, yeah.
He plays the music in the video on his speakers, and he doesn't like overdub it, and people just put like random like anime footage in the green screen. in front of him.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful little thing.
Guys, I have a topic. I have a real quick topic.
Yeah, a
Yes.
little hot.
Let me hear it.
Do any of you guys play Terraria at all?
I
No.
used to. Oh my god,
Really?
I have some great Terraria stories. But
Yeah,
I have
the
a
new
single great
update just
Terraria
came out. The
story.
last update, it's great.
yeah, I heard
I'm
it's great.
straight,
Like
no
there's like a
thanks.
bunch
So
of new items added. Yeah, I remember.
They got a new boss too. It's like a fucking Toho boss.
Yeah, I used to play in like 5th grade with all my friends on our phones, and we would like. I remember one time we all went to my friend's house and we time skipped to February so we could get love arrows because they freeze the enemies. And for literally an hour, we just killed the dungeon guardian, and that was before the dungeon guardian actually dropped anything. So we just killed him for nothing. But
Wow.
like, that was a great time.
That's beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know about Terraria. I've been getting back into. Any of you guys play RuneScape at all back in the day or anything?
Of course, of
a little
course it was
bit.
RuneScape.
I played it for like 2 seconds when the mobile app came out, but then I.
Also, I had an interesting like memory the other day. It wasn't really. It's just something that kind of came to me that I thought was kind of interesting. You know, I used to play RuneScape back when I was a very small child, right?
Mhm.
And it occurred to me that I taught myself how to play RuneScape, or I learned how to play RuneScape before I knew how to operate a keyboard.
Nice.
Like I'm not even joking. Like my father would type in my login for me.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
remember
Oh my god, dude.
My password was Subway because I love to eat there. I'm not even joking. I don't know what happened to
Okay,
that account.
well, now we're
Please-
gonna dox
please do
you. We
not
know all of your
hack.
information.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's fucking hack his
remember-
Instagram account and delete it from the inside out.
I
I
remember.
don't have that account anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened to it.
My really close friend, because my mom was dating this person, and his son was like, we were close, and he's the one who introduced me to Minecraft. And I remember he set me up with my own world on his account. And I remember like going into a cave. I accidentally like drowned out the whole cave, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just die and respawn like right near my house." But I didn't understand how like beds worked or anything like that, and I thought I was really close to spawn, and I lost my house, and I had like 6 months worth of investment into that world, and I was so sad. I cried and cried.
That is how like I discovered Minecraft too. I discovered it through my neighbors, like at my mom's old house. I hung out with my neighbors a lot, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we got this cool game we want to show you." I was like, "Oh, all right, what is it?" And they're like, "Oh, it's called Minecraft," and that's how I discovered Minecraft. It's great. They like
I've never
uptight
really
on their
been-
world and stuff.
That's
It's
awesome.
great.
I've never really
I
been close
know.
with my neighbors, because the one time like I tried to get close to them, they tried to lose me in the woods, cause like
What?
yeah we were being all friendly, we were hanging
They
out.
tried to
they took
strand you.
Yeah, they took us into
Death
this woods
Stranding,
with like
the first
field.
Strand type game.
in this field, and they like tried to lose us, and they were like, they even admitted it. We found our way back to civilization. They were like, "Oh dang, we were trying to strand you guys. What the heck?"
Oh my god.
Yeah,
They were
like,
just-
as far as
What the
neighbors
hell?
are concerned, like I'm not gonna give too much away, but like where I live, like across the street is like a car shop,
Oh, you're
and then
doxed,
down the
buddy.
road, is a motel with a bunch of crackheads there. So it's a great part of town. It's
Oh,
on
I
a
live right
highway.
next
It's
to you.
wonderful.
I live in that motel.
I don't
Oh,
know
nice.
if this is weird, but my neighbors, those same neighbors, all of their names began with C.
That's
Dude,
dope.
All of their names began with C, and I thought that was like super weird.
You live next to like a Branch Davidian compound or something.
I know. And
You're
their
gonna die in a
shootout.
last names were Carpenter too, so like that made it even weirder.
The ATF is gonna come to that house and
I
burn
know,
it
they were-
down with
they were
all
like-
its women
they
and
were
children
cyborgs or
inside because they're
something.
fucking sociopaths.
Hey, what's up with this stuff with Mario 64 that everyone's talking about? What the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah,
There
somebody
was just
like
a bunch
released
of
it on
theories.
PC. So
Well,
I think
no,
somebody like
that's a
released it on PC and then like they. Oh, sorry.
That's a different thing, but like I think that is a valid thing to talk about. There's like the source code got leaked, but people are just like
Yeah.
freaking out over Mario theories because a big thread happened on 4chan, and people. were
The
talking
evil
about it.
Wario is gonna come get you, and he's gonna melt your
Yeah.
brain or
Dude,
something.
I saw a fat Wario and Mario today walking out on the street with two fat ladies, extremely obese, and one of them was wearing yellow and blue overalls, the other one was wearing red and blue overalls. I was like, holy shit, that's
Fat-
Mario and
Fat
that's
Mario.
Mario.
Black,
That was
retarded,
unbelievable.
obese.
That's
Literally,
awesome.
dude.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of leaking that's been happening at Nintendo recently, like with the whole
Good.
with the whole like the source code and then the Wii source code or whatever, or, like how exactly to build a Wii.
Oh yeah, on my feed right now, there it is, a Mario 64 thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mario 64
Guys.
like creepy threads. But
It's
like
the CIA psyops,
Creepy
dude. That's what it
threads.
is. It's the fucking.
Psy from Gangnam Style. Coming from us.
It's the CIA
Well, I remember-
psyops
I
run by the
remember one
deep
time-
state.
I remember one time I was really scared to watch Minecraft Gangnam Style, but because it
Why?
had
Why?
Why?
because it
What
had the
are you
one
fucking
part
scared of?
there was sexually explicit dance moves, and like I
When you
was
said
scared my
a
mom was
sexy
gonna come
piggy
down
and-
as
Your
the
virgin eyeballs.
That's
Oh
happened
my
to me a
God.
few
The
times,
zombie.
and they discovered they thought it was funny. They were like, why would we be mad?
yeah, like when the zombie was dancing over the chicken, I was like, bro,
I was
Oh
like,
my
this is
God, that-
basically porn.
that's
I'm gonna-
sexual.
That reminds me of something that happened in 4th grade once. Do you remember those YouTube videos where it was like people coming into like Squidward's house where Squidward was taking
Those
a
Yeah.
are those are
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in like 4th grade I was watching one of those, but it was the elevator part from Gangnam Style where the guy with the cowboy hat and
Yeah, I've seen that
I
one.
swear I've seen that one.
gyrating,
Yeah.
under Psy. Well, I was sitting in my 4th grade class and I was thinking about that video and I kept cracking up. and it got to the point where people were like at the board trying to present, and I was just cracking up over this one video,
Oh.
and the teacher was like, roast, can you please tell us what's so funny? And I was like, no, I can't tell you.
You should have said Booty Cheeks McGee and
That's
then ran out of the
awesome.
classroom.
If you
Okay,
guys are
so,
talking about
That
school,
would have been funny.
speaking of school, I could tell the story of how I almost became a
How he got
convicted
kicked out of
felon.
school.
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
because
Yeah.
you were carrying a knife and then you went to prison.
I did, yeah.
No,
it's a longer story than that.
the one
but-
rule about ice cream in prison is you're only allowed to have a spoonful.
Only a
Just a
spoonful.
spoonful.
Yeah.
Wait, so
That
explain
one
Luckily,
goes
your
that
up to
didn't-
my guy
explain your
Jeff.
school felony story.
Okay. So, to put it simply, all right, I'll make this as quick as I can. I was out with a couple of pals of mine, right? It was lunchtime. I figured,
Just
hey,
me and the boys. Just
Yeah, me and a
boys,
couple of
know
my
what I'm saying?
fellows,
Know what I'm
right?
saying?
And what's funny is that whatever. Anyway, so me and these
You all
two other
had New York
people,
accents. That was,
we
that's
figured,
what was
hey,
funny.
one of them came up to me and said, hey, listen, let's go. So get a little bit of wacky tobacco, right? let's go get some. Just go smoke a jazz cigarette. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, some
And,
marijuana?
Sriracha, play,
Marijuana.
Sriracha, play some jazz right now.
Yeah.
Play some jazz.
There's
right
probably
there.
jazz
But,
in the background already, but
But so, I figured, okay, cool. We're gonna walk off campus, go somewhere or whatever, and then just smoke a blunt, walk back to school, right? No harm done, no harm, no foul, whatever.
mhm.
These fucking idiots decided, you know what? We're gonna go underneath the semi truck, right? Like on the side of the school.
It's
Right?
gonna be awesome. for
Dude, you're
a
like
second.
Mew from Pokemon.
They have
Shut
a fucking
up,
this
please.
semi truck, right?
Okay, yeah.
They
you're
figured-
under the truck.
We're gonna crawl underneath this, big ass semi truck. We're just gonna sit down there and we're gonna smoke it, whatever. And so we get down there. One of my friends pulls out the most pathetic, tiny fucking joint I've ever seen in my life. First of all, so hey, that's bad, right? So I had my pocket knife on me as I regularly did, just because in
Keep
that time.
thing on.
No, it wasn't even for a weapon or anything. It was just because I like to, like, if you have a cigarello, you gotta split the wrap open, right? So you can use it for weed, right? So I kept it on me in case I needed to split a rello open. I now know to just use your fucking fingers, use your fingernail like a civilized human being, but whatever. Anyway, so we get down there. This guy lights up this tiny excuse of a joint, right? He hits it, passes it to the second guy. He hits it. The band director of the school walks
I
up.
thought you said you were gonna make this quick. Yeah, there
I
you
am
go.
making this quick, right? Anyway,
There,
he walks
there
up.
it is. Band director.
Yeah.
Boom.
Band director's
So-
not having it.
Nah, he wasn't having it at all, considering it was his
Always
fucking
the
semi
It was
truck.
his joint.
I was about to say it was his joint.
Yeah, we got into his stash. He keeps it in his fucking desk.
Yeah, dude.
But anyway, so we get hauled off to the office, whatever. They drug test us. They both fail. I pass somehow. I don't know how. To this day, I have no fucking idea how that's
because
possible.
because you took the drugs and they didn't, so they
Yeah.
failed the drug test.
But anyway, so I'm in there. I'm talking to the principal or whoever, right? I'm getting real buttery with them. I'm talking to them. They're liking me. I like them. Whatever.
You're
Getting real buddy.
rubbing butter on his big. On
Exactly.
his big
I'm buttering
belly.
them up so, hey, I could probably squeak by with this and not have too much trouble. Now, here's the thing, right? They decide, oh, we're going to have to search you because we found you were doing drugs. I was like, well, you can't prove that, but go ahead. And then I thought, oh shit, I have a fucking pocket knife in my backpack.
Oh no.
That's bad. So they got it. They were like, oh, well, that's over 2 inches. That's a weapon. Right? Anyway, so whatever, stuff happens with the office. I don't really care. I'm just fucking tired. I want to go home. The bell rings, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Later that night, my mother gets a call from the cop at the school, the SRO, whatever, resource officer.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, we were working on the paperwork to get him arrested for having a weapon on school grounds, but he
Oh,
left. Could you just bring him in? Could you just bring him in tomorrow night? Like, don't bring him to school. Just bring him to the sheriff's office. We'll deal with him there. And so I was like, oh, that's nice. I thought I was going to get off scot-free with that, but I guess not.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyways, I got brought in, got taken into the jail. That was not fun. They took my fingerprints and everything. Actually,
They took
to be
them off.
honest, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was not good, but I mean,
could have been worse.
for the most part, I stayed in my cell and I meditated, and I was only there for, like, what was it, like 4 days, 3 nights. It was not good.
Oh yeah.
But
Wait, you got put in a cell for 4 days?
no, I wasn't stuck in the cell. Like there was a small little area we could walk around and everything. But
So you said you like meditated. Like what was? So you just like sat there, or was there like a special way that you meditated?
I was in my cell. I had a top bunk. That was unfortunate because I'm a fat ass. So I had to like scrabble my way up there every
Have
time.
you seen the picture of this guy? He has no nose.
Listen.
It's really
It's
funny.
I'm wearing
It's
a balaclava in
insanely
the fucking
funny.
photo. No, for the most part, I just sat in my bed and meditated and waited.
Cute.
My parents sent in a couple books for me, which I just read them, whatever.
Yeah.
And then eventually they put up my grandparents' house for the bail. And then a couple weeks later, I got a thing in the mail, right? It was from the court that was basically said like,
These nuts.
yeah, we're not going to hear this. This is fucking stupid. And so
It
they
came in the
dismissed
mail.
Yeah.
They sent you a big note and it just had like stamped on font. Just it said
They sent you back
pwned,
in
and
time
that
to the
was
last
what it
factory.
said.
Yeah, your
2006.
Your standing officer, he came in. He said, "Something came in the mail today."
They came to my house. They were just like, yeah, we're not hearing this. So the case got dismissed. So now I'm not a felon, which is good.
Whoopee.
Yeah, the minimum sentence for that, if I'd gotten caught with, like, if I'd actually been charged, is like, I think it's like fucking 10 months in prison or whatever. Like, not just
Yikes.
jail.
So when did this
Yeah.
happen?
Maybe a couple months ago. I think it was
Jeez,
around.
so-
It was around January of this year, I think, something like that.
In an alternate universe, we might not even be chatting. You
No,
up
no.
right
In
now.
an alternate universe, I'm in there with Big Willie, getting my asshole spread about yay wide.
Alternate universe, I'm Big Willie.
Exactly.
In an alternate
Uh-oh, epic fail.
I can't hear the word big without thinking of Big Chungus, and I hate
Shut
them.
up.
Chungus.
Big
Jeez.
changes.
There's a big
Batman
brolic
people.
black man in there with like a tattoo of Big Chungus on his cheek.
How many
And they go,
people,
he goes,
statistically,
"You wanna know
what percent
you
of the
wanna know what
world?
they call me? Big Chungus.
Statistically, what percentage of the world do you think has a Big Chungus tattoo on them?
I
I
went on Google Images and found at least 10 of them. Like at least 10.
Look, however many of them have a tattoo, that's a big amount of people that should not have a
Yeah.
tattoo.
You wanna make a big
Out there
thing.
with-
One-
Yeah, let's say there's 10 people with a Big Chungus tattoo. Like that's
If
If there was
9.
one person on Earth with a Big Chungus tattoo, that's one too many.
No, I think one person to set the example of what not
One
to do
person
is
to be
okay.
the fucking living historical record.
Yeah. They
You want to make
dig
a
us
big
up.
sandwich?
One
We all
person
get
to make
very-
the big change.
Everyone else is like, OMG, Trump is great, or OMG, Trump is evil. I'm just here like, where's Big Welt?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that. Where is he?
She said money all around me.
I love that movie. I love
Shawty,
robots.
like a melody. in
She
my-
see robots all around me.
I
Yeah,
like on the man.
Minor detail, I'm still expelled to this day. They didn't actually, even though it got dropped, I'm still expelled. It
Well,
fucking
yeah,
sucks.
I mean, to an extent that makes sense because, like, you know, weaponry.
Well, the
but-
problem is, like, the state that I'm
send him
in,
straight to
here's the
Catholic
thing,
school
right?
so he'll go to hell when he dies.
two
Yeah.
issues, right? For one, in the state that I'm in, even though I'm not I'm 17, right?
Uh-huh.
Because of that, criminal charges are still considered, like, you're still tried as an adult, even if you're 17,
Got
right?
it.
But if I were to go over and complain to DFACS that my parents are abusing me, I'd still be considered a child there. It's fucking stupid.
There are some big
Anyway.
changes that need to happen.
Plus, the fact is, like, the law that I actually ended up breaking doesn't define any kind of weapon. It just defines weapon. So that could be a pocket knife or, a fucking minigun,
Got
right?
it.
Same charge. Anyway.
So let's
When
talk
you-
about the judicial system.
Hold up.
Uh,
When you said define like that, all I thought of was that Lawrence Albert
Define
video
Chungus.
where he goes, define Chungus.
I don't even know who that guy is.
Lawrence
Oh,
Albert.
no,
Lawrence of Arabia, he just told you.
Lawrence
yeah,
of
but I
Arabia?
don't know who he
Yeah.
is. I've never heard of him before now.
How do you not know who Lawrence of Arabia is? Come
I
on.
don't know who he is. I don't know what he wants.
I don't know, yes!
I don't know who he is. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know what his
He's
problem
Black
is.
Baby.
Black baby, that's
Yo.
We should do.
Ooh, black
No.
baby,
I
black
never
baby.
What
watched
is with you
any
guys
of
and
those.
wanting to do the Senzu Bean Cartel Let's Play channel?
That's
I'd be down
that's
for
gonna
it.
be.
Oh my
We're
that's
doing
gonna be
actually.
awesome.
Stay
Why?
tuned. Stay
Yeah,
tuned.
that's
happening.
happening.
Yeah,
Me and Ding Dong are gonna play Parappa the
you
Rapper.
heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wanna
Can
play
we talk
Parappa
about
the
your
Rapper.
Parappa the Rapper phase? Okay.
No.
We mentioned
Yeah.
we mentioned in the last episode that I was in.
Parappa the Rapper too,
No
please.
way. I've been sitting in the car, yes, now for days. Did you
Ding,
check the
please.
toilet
Sound
cover
like
I
right
love
I
now?
mentioned
Parappa the
in the
Rapper
last
too.
episode
Please
I was
let
in,
me
I
play.
mentioned how
Oh my
Ding
God,
Dong
I-
Parappa the
goes
Rapper,
through
Rapper
these
the Rapper.
phases. He goes through these random phases, and it's like every other week there's a different phase. Every single passing week. Some of them last for a really long time. Some of them don't last very long at all.
It's
And
wait,
this is like
a fairly accurate description is like hyperfixations with like ADHD
You know,
and stuff like that.
autistic
'Cause,
people.
like, yeah, basically. Because
Yeah.
like, for like
I
a,
actually really don't. I just
Bingo.
think it's funny. I like to push my followers, like to see how far they can go. Like you guys think this shit is serious, it isn't. I just like to see how far I can push everybody.
Kick,
we're still
see,
playing
like,
Parappa
punch.
You
the
should
Rapper.
sign up for the Parappa the
around.
Rapper wrap-up contest.
where you do
like
Parappa the
Christian?
Rapper songs in
Yeah,
real
like
life.
Christian, exactly.
Dude, I remember when he threw a fit that he didn't win, and he literally like tried to murder.
He's like, you used music.
Tricky,
But it was like a
tricky.
nice, like it was like this guy and his little sister, and it was really nice and wholesome and like a wholesome chungus.
Oh,
and
good.
then,
Fix your mic.
Christian wasn't
What?
a wholesome chungus.
Fix your-
He
it's
was an
doing it
angry
again.
chungus.
It's doing
Oh,
it.
you guys can never be happy with anything. Like I got a
Well, your
brand new
mic-
mic set up for you
It's
guys.
an anal
Oh, well, your
travesty.
brand new mic sucks.
No. I don't think it's the mic. I think it's his Wi-Fi or something like that.
I think
Get
it's
Wi-Fi
actually his
anywhere
voice.
you
I think it's
go.
the fact-
Hold
Oh, get Moley on your phone.
I tried to look up the Get Moley on your phone video. It popped up with
Dude,
like
Get Moley-
3 different ads. It took up the whole screen.
Dude, I
Yo,
will
it's
send it
me.
to
Have you
you.
ever wanted movies free?
Get Moley on your
Sriracha,
phone.
Sriracha. Edit in a free movie right now, like a whole movie. Just put
No,
it
no,
in
no,
the
no, no, no.
podcast.
I have.
But actually,
I have
no.
a,
Edit a
I have
whole movie. Make it
webm.
very fast.
Yeah.
Insanely fast.
I have
Yeah.
a webm
Put it in the
of,
bottom right
of
corner,
The
just
entirety
like-
of Joker, like super compressed.
Just like for 5 frames, just put it in the bottom right corner.
Put Nostalgia Critic clapping like this.
What?
Black agenda.
What?
I don't really care about what people say. I know that's okay. I think it's okay. It's just one night. I'm showing up with you, even so
This is the content you
Whoever-
subscribe for, folks.
Can you tell whoever's gonna do the thumbnail for this episode to draw me as a little baby raccoon with a big fat shit in my pants,
As
please?
a big chungus. Yeah, we can do that.
That's just
I
a
hope Pat's
raccoon
back.
from Animal Crossing.
I'm excited to see what
What's his name?
Draw me as Raymond from Animal Crossing with a fat ass.
Except you're not
Get
hot
Moley
like
on your
Raymond from Animal
phone.
Exactly right.
Sometimes I feel like Ding Dong is not connected to this reality or this call. He just like
He's an
happens
astral
to-
being.
He happens to chime in the
Ding,
right
can
things
you
at right points, and he just doesn't
can-
listen to us, and he just speaks.
Whoa.
Dude, honestly,
Can
I
you
really,
please
not.
recreate how you just said get Moley on your phone. That was so funny, but so many people were talking. I
Get
don't
Moley
think you
on your
did.
Yeah. You go this. Whoa, get Moley on your phone.
That's really good.
Get Moley on your phone.
I like Tiger Boo. Tiger Boo's good.
Moley on your phone.
Get the Moley on your phone.
You're so
Should we get
yummy
Moley
and
on the
sweet,
podcast?
Simply alright.
Yeah, what?
Wait,
Moley's
dude,
here,
Oh my
guys.
God.
Holy crap, Moley's
guys,
here.
Guys.
Moley's here. Go. Oh, yummy. I'm so sweet.
Oh my
and
God.
simply alright. Good.
Fat. Ding Dong.
Whoa, get Moley on your phone.
Wow, thanks,
him,
Moley.
King Bach on the podcast.
No.
Moley's gone, dude. That was a shame. He was such a good guest.
Come on back, Moley.
Dude, like,
Polio.
you really shouldn't
Oh,
have said
here he
those
is.
things about like black
Here
people.
he is,
though.
look.
Like, that's kind of a bit much.
Come on, Mo. Come on now, Mo.
Dies from cringe.
Oh, come on.
Come on, fat. Now listen here, fat.
Now listen here, Moley. Come on.
When are we gonna
Moley.
sing?
He said,
Get Moley on your phone.
Phone.
Get Moley on
Every-
your phone.
everyone
This
who
is
clicked
so-
on this
Feels
Why
like
does
he's
he
gonna
laugh
dominate
like
the
that?
world.
by now.
Because he's evil. He wants to rule the world.
Take over the world, yeah.
It's Dr. Robotnik. He goes, I want that twink obliterated!
The last 3 minutes of this podcast have just been us playing the Moley commercial.
Yeah.
This is what
Get
every
Moley on your
podcast
fucking
is.
phone.
Do you see what it's like?
You, you got Moley on your
Sriracha,
phone?
please, can you please edit out Roast Fellow for the entirety of the podcast?
No, I love him.
No.
Just remove all of his audio.
You can't censor me.
It'll take
Can
you
you
like
give
3 weeks.
Editor, can you give Jake a femme voice the entire time, please?
Please do so.
Editor, can you re-record
Replace-
this entire podcast, but it's scripted, so we know our
Every
lines.
time Ding Dong speaks, put the Nokia Arabic ringtone in the background, but very, very quietly.
Speaking of which, who the fuck is calling me?
Me. What's your guys' favorite Wojak?
Oh, dude, Wojak is so fucking
That's my
fake,
ring. That
bro.
is my ring.
Dude, my favorite Wojak is the one that's crying because it's basically me, bro.
It's based.
Listen, Wojaks are broke, all right, but
What's everyone's opinion on-
pills are woke.
What's everyone's opinion on 4chan? Do you
I
accept
hate
it?
4chan.
I go there
fucking
just
hate
well, I don't
4chan.
go to 4chan. I go to 8chan, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's the
course
one
you
that
do.
got.
I go there
didn't
just about every
8chan get
day.
Shut down?
Yeah, it's under a new name now. Now it's
8chan is the one that has.
Whatever.
Actually, they all have. Who am I kidding?
No.
Here's what I have to say about 4chan. If I were to describe 4chan in any word, it's like where smart people go to be, and then like Reddit is the exact opposite. It's a place
Exactly.
where dumb fucking idiots go to
Are
pretend
you
that they're
trying to
smart.
tell me that people on 4chan are actually smart?
Dude,
I mean, a
they
lot of
literally
them-
were
Yeah, no,
able.
I'm
They
gonna
were
have to disagree
listen,
on
listen,
that.
okay,
Okay.
Listen, they were able. Okay,
Certain
listen.
divisions,
Okay,
certain
listen.
divisions
listen.
of them are
Okay, listen.
very
Hold on.
smart, but it's
Hold on.
because they're autistic as fuck and they
I know,
do this like
but listen.
weird shit.
Here's the thing. Okay, but listen. Here's the thing. Like
Use
they were
their
able
psychic
to locate
abilities.
where Shia LaBeouf was fucking
Yeah.
recording the camera by the rotations of the sun and the fucking sounds that birds made.
They're
If
like
that's
pirates. They're like
know what the
pirates.
fuck
They can
it
tell
is.
when
They-
they're going by the
yeah.
stars.
Listen,
How
real quick,
fucking insane is that?
Okay.
shout out to
He put
Let
a
Jake-
video
let Jake
in a
speak.
white room and they found out in the entire world where he was located.
Within
That's
like
fucking
a
Jake,
week.
speak.
shout out to slash Fringe, slash Truth Legion, and slash X. I'm sorry.
I
just need to
guarantee
get that out of
that
my
the guys
system.
on Reddit couldn't fucking do that. I guarantee that.
No, Reddit people.
Yeah,
can
because
be
they
No,
just
sort of
they just say, I think they put him in the fucking
No, it's 'cause
Chungus
they got their-
district.
Yeah,
Shut up!
Because
There's
they got
some
their
people-
wagey
was that
jobs
Reddit?
to
In
go
the
do.
in the fucking wholesome district, dude.
No, I
Here's
think.
what Reddit would have done in that situation. They would have made like
Nothing.
the meme of the Lisa Simpson pointing at the board, and it would have been
Yeah.
like, everybody go search for Shia LaBeouf.
No,
And
what they would have
never
done
found
That's
him.
what
is they would have gone on camera and shouted, "You will
Redditors
not
during their
divide
court
us,"
trial when
you
they
know,
don't have a Lisa
screeched
Simpson
like a bunch of
They would've
autistic
gone-
children
case.
because that's exactly what they did.
They would have gone on screen and go, "You are so yummy, 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 yummy."
That's me when I
Yummy,
say
yummy,
Reddit,
yummy,
dude.
yummy, fat.
Get
No.
Chungus on your phone.
Get Moley on your phone.
If you were
Get
a
Moley
okay,
on your iPad.
here's a hypothetical.
Get
Um,
polio.
If you were a game developer, no, not a game.
He
developer.
is a
If
game
you
dude.
were- If you were, if you were
Pissed
a
off video
movie,
gamer.
if you were a movie director, you have to create a movie about Big Chungus. It's a drama. What? How?
my
What would you
Why?
do?
I would like neck myself because that's fucking. I'm never gonna make that movie.
You have a
I would-
gun held to your head. You have to do it.
I have it.
Oh,
I
I
would
have
take
all-
a, I
I
would
have
take
a
a
gun
microphone.
floating
I'd
around
put it
behind
right
you.
up. I'd take a microphone. I'd put it right up to my mouth. And I'd say, "These guys are crazy. Play Rick and Morty."
If I were being
Okay,
held at
so I
gunpoint and I
watched-
were told to make the Big
One of my
Chungus
friends-
movie,
I
I'd say
watched
just shoot me.
episode 6 to 8 of Rick and Morty season 4, and it's pretty good. I kind of like it.
I always slay it, Queen.
There's
When,
there's a
they're
lot
gonna
of
mention Big
incest
Chungus in.
things.
It's 'cause they
Rick and
let
Morty.
They said
fucking
incel. They said
Listen,
incel.
it's because they
Yeah,
let
I know.
femoids write the show. That's what ruined it. All right.
I don't think it's bad though. I
Listen,
think-
look at my
look,
at my.
bud.
All right.
Our 13% female audience is not gonna be happy.
We have a
That's the word
0%.
Is that an actual
No,
statistic?
we literally
No.
have 0%. We
No,
have
it's
Where-
not.
where are
You
you
said
getting-
it was-
where are you getting
you
this
said it
from?
was like you said
A
it was like
YouTube
13
statistic.
or
What if I was
something.
a
No,
woman?
13% is the percent of the population that is Oh goodness, roast fellow, you dropped your Big Daddy Dom dildo. Let me
Oh,
pick it up
no.
for you.
So-
Haha.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. Let me put it back in.
Oh
my
wow, that's big
hat.
nuzzles.
Cupboard.
This is a good
Cupboard.
roleplay. Guys,
Yeah.
everyone at home, join in too.
You want to know what
speaking.
isn't good?
Start
This
speaking.
fucking podcast.
Put your actions in the comments below. Make sure you use
everyone.
asterisks.
It's like
Write your
it's
sins
like
in the
watching-
comments below.
Yeah.
Hope only God will forgive you.
Yeah, we'll
It's like
reply.
watching
We'll
Dora.
reply.
Hey,
and
everyone,
we'll play with
we
you.
should go left or right. Left, right.
Left or
No,
right, I
don't
have
go-
to choose. Don't have any iron bars. My picture's broken to some shards.
shut
Scary.
up.
What was everyone's favorite Minecraft parody?
Let me tell you, dude,
No,
Minecraft.
Not that
is
one. I
so-
hated that.
What
one.
are
Is
we
it weird that like
We're
every
just
time
talking
I
about how
play
much we hate
Minecraft in my
Reddit
life,
now.
the tool breaking sound always scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
It does
no, that
scare
happens to
me.
me too. That happens. Like I'll just be sitting there and then
So
like just clang, and then I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm like holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
One
what the
time-
fuck just happened?
okay,
In
one
the rain
time-
or in the
one time I was
snow, I
playing-
got the funky flow, but now I really got to go.
What?
I just
What?
got the funky flow.
One time
You
I
remember
was
that
playing
time on-
Minecraft.
oh.
Sorry, one sec. One time
That's
I was
okay.
playing Minecraft and I was just mining like normal. I was in this mine shaft. My tool broke, and instead of doing the normal tool break, it sounded like. It just made a scream. I don't know what happened, and it's never done that again.
Really?
Does anyone? Yeah.
I love how angry. I love how angry Sriracha got when he got interrupted. He said once.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too. I was
One
like, what
single
a-
second. That's all I need.
I
I was
was
like, what
doing
a
it for a
giga
bit,
chat,
but like,
Sriracha.
He said 1 second.
guys, do you wanna play Fortnite? Haha.
Here's a hypothetical.
No!
I'm Dr. I'm a robot.
I remember I had a DVD.
Need any
of the-
help?
I had a DVD of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. It was like Super Mario Brothers
I did
Super
too,
Show.
with-
That had
With
4
Indiana
episodes.
Joe,
Fuck
was
you,
it that one?
Luigi.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Indiana Jones, but it was like Herculad. And then there was 2 episodes of Super Mario Brothers 3 and 1 episode of Super Mario World, which I think is the superior one. Out of the 3
Yeah,
shows.
remember
in my
the
opinion.
cavemen? They go ooga ooga.
Ooga chaka.
Sriracha, I
Big on
disagreed
that.
with your opinion so much I just spilled water all over myself.
I
That's a
wasn't
really big
listening because
unfortunate.
someone
What
was
do you think is the
messaging.
best
Good
one?
job.
What are they? It's 3.
So it's 3 World
Super
and
Show.
Super Show, yeah. 3
I
World
My
and
think-
favorite Mario game is Mario Galaxy.
No, this
2.
isn't the games, this is the shows.
I think.
Oh.
Too bad. I
think
said Mario
Here.
Galaxy.
It's a super show.
Let
Hey,
I
me
think
fun
Super
fact. You know
Show-
the guy,
Super
the guy
show.
who played
Super
Mario
show.
in that was a wrestler.
Okay.
And then he said, "You go to hell."
Yeah.
Before you die.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay,
I think,
Roast,
I
what
think
was your...
Super Show
Play that
is-
clip for us, Sriracha. Play
Okay.
that clip for us. Thank you.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.
I think Super Show is the best.
I don't-
think.
Great.
I don't
It's
think
so
World-
good.
It's
'cause
interesting, but...
I think it's bad, and then it's kind of
Yeah, it's bad, and that's what
Read
makes it
Yoshi
good.
bedtime story.
Oh fuck you,
And I
Luigi.
think-
And he goes,
live
"Or was
action
it
is
the
bagel?"
boring, though.
And I think World is the second best, but it still does some stuff that I don't like. That I think like they play like some of the songs in it, and I even as a
Oh,
kid I
yeah,
remember
that's-
I
the
really
songs
How
hated
many
it.
Mario shows
The
are
songs.
there?
I know of 3, but
I
I'm sure there's
I
more.
only know of the Super Show and like the movie, and that's it.
And
I
yo,
haven't seen the
Yoshi.
movie. I've heard... Yarn, Yoshi!
And then it's Bowser. He sits there's a monkey. He goes, "Monkey."
Do you guys ever
Do you
watch
guys remember
the?
when I almost said when Bowser said the N-word
When
in Mario
monkey?
Kart? There's like
Yeah.
a 1% chance that would happen.
Will you play?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, that
okay,
needs to get
wow,
censored.
great job. play the clip over instead of censoring that. Just play the clip.
Alright, yeah.
You can't get taken.
That's
down for
really
that.
funny. That's
No,
irony.
but do you guys? Let me tell you. When I was a child, did you guys ever see the Timmy It was like the Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron crossover episode.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
That
it.
That shit looks
that
so
melted my
weird.
fucking brain when I saw it when I was a child.
That's the Super
I didn't
Smash
think that was
Bros.
possible.
crossover. They were in
Sorry
separate
guys, I'm
universes.
watching Madmen right now, and I'm just based right now.
Yeah.
Madmen.
What do you
Is that the
Go
one that's like
drinking-
men?
You're gonna go fucking drink it all
Yeah,
day and then beat
Or
your
is that
wife
2.5
later.
Men?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Men,
Yeah.
I used to that
2.5
used to always be on
Men.
after America's Funniest Home Videos, I think. And so right before the recording of the America's Funniest Home Videos would end, I would do like the Mad Men intro and be like, men. No, I thought it was 2.5
Mad
Men.
You ever been like diagnosed for Asperger's syndrome or something, or
Who?
is that like just not a thing?
I probably should have been, but
What do you mean is that not a thing?
Hey buddy,
Of course
do
it's
you
not a
have,
thing.
Didn't fucking land. I'm sorry.
Hey buddy, do you
Yeah.
have like something wrong?
Yeah.
Are you
Snow
Yeah,
White
like
fall
you
down.
see, when
Speak
I
my
when
mind,
I
speak
ask
my
someone
mind.
if they have Asperger's, it's me actually being mean and passive aggressive, and it's not
Exactly.
supposed to be a joke.
I keep forgetting that you and I are two halves of the same whole, and that we're mirror
No,
images.
I just hate you.
Exactly.
I think everybody that's been on this podcast is slightly on the spectrum.
Yeah,
I
probably.
don't. I mean.
Yeah, you have. If
Including
you're in the
myself.
sense of being cartel, you have to be at least a little bit.
Well, yeah, because you
know,
think about it,
harder.
anyone who's in the cartel has followed Ding Dong Fan 53, and that's like
Exactly.
an autism test.
Has
Yeah.
probably watched
Autism.
Only Plays.
It's an autism litmus test for you.
Everybody except the guy who made the theme song. He's really cool.
Everyone
He's
except
really
the
good
girl
at
reading
music.
this.
What's the?
How many?
Who made
Yes,
the
What's your
theme
guys'
single
song?
favorite
girl
song?
listening to
Do we
this
have a theme song?
podcast.
What's
Too
our
many to
theme song?
count.
Okay, what if your mom you wake up in the morning, you go up to your beautiful mother and give her a kiss on the cheek, and all of a sudden she quotes like a wholesome meme that you saw on #wholesomememes on Instagram.com, and it's like, the girl reading this is beautiful, and like you walk out the door, and all of a sudden everyone's quoting them, and you can't escape this world, and you're stuck in a world of r/wholesome memes.
This
forever.
is
That's
this
kind
is-
of happened
no. This is a
before.
Zach Hadel hypothetical. It's like, what do I? What am I supposed to
What
do?
if your boss's mouth was 2 times as big?
Well, what would
Eats a
you,
whole apple
what
in
would you
one
do
bite.
in this situation? A black hole hurtling towards Earth? Like, I don't know.
No,
Intervene.
you can survive. You can survive r/wholesome memes. It's just a hellscape.
Yeah.
You
That's
just need
worse
to
than
become a
death.
hermit. You need to go out into the forest and live alone.
Listen,
Do you
go
think
to
you could?
Virginia.
No.
Go
to
Okay, think about
Virginia.
it. Think about it. You can start a religion because people will. Okay, people will either think you're just mentally disabled because you can't always quote
The bagel.
r/wholesome meme, or you'll be like revered as a god. Like
Instead of
transcend
quoting
stuff.
wholesome
gotta get
memes,
your
you quote YouTube poops.
You gotta be a
Exactly.
hermit, all right?
That'd be a
Just go
world
to
I'd live in.
So do you
Go
guys
to-
remember?
go
That
to
would be
Virginia.
hell.
Yeah,
That
Total
would be
Hermit,
even
yeah.
worse.
Build a
Total Hermit,
cabin
that's
there.
right.
And start bombing people that make wholesome memes.
What
Go
is
to-
with
So
you
you
and
go to
like
guys remember when
Mono?
you remember when they were testing out that system where Donald Trump could mass text everybody at once?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What would you do if
Hawaii
like
got
Donald Trump?
pwned.
Yeah, what would you do if Donald Trump texted you and he said, "The toilet over there will bring you luck, so give up, I got no time to spare." And then you had to like sing back to him like Parappa the Rapper. You had to rap back at him.
I would,
No, but
would
You have
take
a, you have
a
a time frame.
All you have
It's a
done
quick
this
time event.
episode is mention fucking Parappa the Rapper.
I'm sorry. I love that line though. He's just like
I would-
in the
I would just take my cell phone and smash it with a rock.
smash it
Ding,
with
I
your
gotta,
mouth.
I gotta
Smash
pick,
you with
I
a
gotta
rock.
pick apart your brain on this. So
Okay.
would you quote him directly, or would you try to go for like mode and say the toilet over there?
Yeah, the
over there."
remixes. I could
Yeah,
do that
yeah.
really good in the first one. I don't know if I could do that one.
Can we
I would
get
just go-
Okay.
I would
what's
just go like this. I
everyone's
go, "The toilet over there will bring you luck, so give up. I got no time to spare. I got no." And then he'd go in the
What's
in the
everyone's
stove.
favorite YouTube poops?
What if you got a mass? Okay, Donald Trump releases. Here's a hypothetical. Donald Trump releases a mass text to everyone in the United States, and it's just your address, your home phone. How do you react? What do you do in this
getting
situation?
the fuck
I would
out
go
of
into
there,
hiding.
man?
I would go into fucking hiding, dude.
Both of you
I
to
would-
assume I have a home.
I would take interviews. Like there's obviously a reason. Well, who knows if it's a good reason?
No,
but-
he's just sicking them on you. He's just fucking
Yeah.
sicking the
He says,
entirety
"This
of America
guy's
on you.
canceled," and he leaks your name.
This guy, he cancels you on Twitter.
He said something racist on Twitter. Go, everybody, go there right now.
I would
Deal
do
with
the-
him.
I would do the thing Mac DeMarco did, which is when he released one of his albums at the end, he just like told people his home address and told them to come and have coffee with him.
That's awesome.
But then like he had to move because he thought he lived in a really desolate part of town. But then like when summer comes, a bunch of people come over there.
Yeah.
So he realized he would get people at his house like every day, and he was like, "Oh God, I made a mistake. I need to move."
Having people come over every day doesn't sound so bad.
That sounds awful.
Well, because it's like people's fan.
I like talking to people as long as they're not.
Well,
Jake
yeah,
from
but there's
State
probably
Farm.
some really crazy people who are like, Mac DeMarco.
Oh man. Soon, dude,
Like
I'm
how
telling you,
women
just
are over me.
Get
Does that
off
mean
the
this doesn't
power
make sense?
grid. Get off the power
like-
grid. Get off the plumbing.
They're like, oh my
Sriracha,
god,
can
you
you're,
tell-
you're the editor
garden.
of
Can you tell us
the
about
SBC.
your femboy chronicles?
So one
The
time,
femboy over there will bring you luck, so give up. I got no time to spare.
so this
I'm
one,
muting you.
this
Don't
one
do it.
time,
Okay.
Don't
Okay,
try it.
yeah.
Don't try it.
You can't mute him, dude. He's dinged all
Yeah,
day.
Shut up, Sriracha.socks, please.
She said money all around me.
Money all around me. I look like I'm the man.
Can we talk about can we get Saul Badman on the podcast one of these days?
Dude, he is so fucking funny.
Exactly.
I like
I'm gonna
Saul
attack him. I want to make sure he does. He is so fucking funny.
Great.
The Fetty Wap one made me almost piss myself, dude. Because when I saw
Wait,
it, it's literally
who is
exact.
this guy? Who is this guy for the audience?
Yeah.
He makes
Better
so
Call
ma-
Saul irony. It's all
Yeah, he
fucking
makes like
funny.
Better Call Saul like text-based like meme fonts. It's really fucking funny. My favorite is the one where it had what the hell is his name? The blonde dude. I forgot his fucking name now.
Howard.
Yeah, it had Howard, and he said it's the text said, "Oh, Sriracha put it on screen."
Okay.
He said, "Sorry." He said, "Sorry, Fetty Wap. Here at Hamlin and McGill, it's 1739."
39.
Because that's exactly what he would say. He always does that. He goes, "Sorry, Jimmy." He always says, "Sorry, Jimmy." Like he's about to drop a bomb on him.
It's a great show, man. I love it.
It's so fucking good. So I watched it when it first came out, and I didn't get it, but I just recently picked up season 1 again. And dude, I fucking love it. Like it's just as good, if not better, than Breaking Bad.
Have you guys seen Midnight Gospel? It's out on.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love that
I
show.
could
Oh my
gush
God.
on for hours about that show, man.
That show's
Jesus,
really good.
I thought it was gonna be like a nobody's watched it sort of thing,
No.
but everyone. Oh my god.
I don't know
it's
anything
awesome.
about it.
man.
What is it?
Great. So basically, it's this dude Duncan Trussell. Like he does a podcast, and so it's an animated show, exec'd by Pendleton Ward, who did Adventure Time.
Okay.
And it's basically about
It's
this
like
kid
watch.
Clancy.
It's
shows.
like watching a Game Grumps animated or something like. One
Yeah.
of those,
That's
but,
exactly the
like,
feel.
really
But the
existential.
topics are so good though, and
yeah.
the people he brings on.
Mhm.
You know?
I think
Yeah,
my
all the
favorite
people are just
episode.
really interesting.
Yeah. I think my favorite episode was the one where the prison one with the bird.
Yeah.
That one was my.
Really,
my
I
favorite.
didn't really like
Yeah.
that one as much.
Which one
You
was your
gotta-
favorite? Oh, the president one, the zombie president one was a great introduction.
I was
to the
about to
series.
say
Dude,
the,
I like
the
that one.
president one was my favorite, or the
Yeah.
one with his mom.
Yeah, the one
Honestly,
with
I gotta
Yeah.
say, like the best episode by far has got to be the one where the toilet was over there and it brought you luck. So give up. I've got no
Ding
time
dong.
to there.
Ding dong.
Yeah,
Please.
but the
Definitely
reason
like that one.
The reason
Just
I asked you
take
about
your medicine, please.
the reason I asked you about meditation, Jake, was because like
Yeah.
the whole thing opened me up to like meditation and stuff like that. It was really
Dude,
interesting.
there's a whole world out there, man. It's great.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I
The
I
problem
found that
today, right? Let me soapbox just for like 10 seconds here.
All right.
There are so many people who don't understand that there's a better life to live. There's so much more out there for you. There's, opportunities, happiness, wealth lying around just waiting for you to scoop it up. And all you need to do is figure out how to control your own mind. It's that simple.
It's so simple, bro.
That's
Well,
I think
you know what I mean.
that's the
It's a
smartest
rhetorical
the
device.
SBC podcast has ever gotten.
I
But yeah,
fe-
I want to be
found-
honest. I want to be so honest. I blacked out. I didn't hear a word of it you said for the past 2
You know,
minutes.
Take Italian for example, right? I like Italian because he's a good test of me, right? Hates my guts, not sure why, still don't, but I'm not angry at him. I think it's funny.
I'm angry.
Dude,
at
I'm
him.
not because
Fuck you,
it's
Italian.
very
Get off the podcast.
it's a very simple question, Why would you choose to punish your own self for the actions of others, Anger is something that you learn, right? Something that's reinforced all throughout your life, but it's something that not a lot of people realize can be completely unlearned, And that's with anything. We're all built from the same schematics, but at the end of the day, your programming is up to you.
I
Change
leave
that however you
for
like.
I leave for like 2 minutes, and Jake is already talking about like shit.
Yeah, we're having a good time here.
Is that?
Let me give you a good recommendation here, Sriracha.
It better not be
Alright,
fucking Prometheus Uprising or
It
fucking
is. It's
whatever it's
Prometheus
called.
Rising
Yep.
by Robert Anton Wilson. It's
Yep.
a great book.
So, okay, I'll check it out. I'll write that
I can
down.
send you a PDF.
Yes, please. I'm stuck
Yeah,
reading
sure.
Moby Dick for like until June, but
Yeah.
God, that book is it's so interesting, and I want to enjoy it because I do like the idea of like him just explaining shit. But it's like he explains the reason for the whale being so white for like 20 pages, and it's like how am I
Yeah.
supposed to? There's like the intro sort of lured me in on accident because it was like there's still a good bit of plot progression, but it's just like now that they're on the high seas, it's like nothing, dude.
It lures you in. Like you read the first page, you're like, oh my god, dude, that's the line from Metal Gear Solid 5. I know that line. Yeah.
I have not.
Reading,
played Metal
yeah,
Gear.
I'm not a nerd. I prefer to play Pac-Man.
So, Pac-Man's 40th. Pac-Man's 40.
Yeah. By the way,
Oh, yeah?
if Mr. H, if you're watching this, fuck you. He literally got me to stand up and I screamed and danced around my room because he sent me a video for Pac-Man's 40th anniversary, and it was like Pac-Man going around a screen for the 40th, and then it changed to Pac-Man World 4, and I thought that shit was real. I got so excited. It's
Oh my
not
God.
real.
Yeah.
He fucking lied to me. I literally, he gaslights us so much.
You ever seen that, like,
I love
I can't
Mr.
handle
H.
it.
you guys ever heard of that one guy who's like, I think he's like really autistic or whatever, and like he loves Pac-Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's just me.
it was on the
Everything about his
H3, it was
life
on
is
the
Pac-Man.
H3,
Oh,
H3, yeah.
the guy that he owns like
Yeah, yeah.
fucking all the Pac-Man merchandise.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
That's awesome.
He probably
You
gets, he's like a Giga Chad, and he gets a bunch of pussy, yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Ding
some
dong,
fucking
do you wanna buy
skeletons
all
in his
the-
He looks
closet.
in-
insane. He has like
Pac-Man merch?
huge eyes.
He has huge bazongas.
I remember. Yeah, he has huge man tits.
Can we please get him on the podcast? I want to give.
Anyways,
I want him to get. I want him to
might
give
be
me some
dead.
Pac-Man
With as
tips.
many people as I've invited on the podcast, I finally officially invited Robbie G.
Good.
I sent him a DM.
Let's
There's like real
go.
contact info on IMDb Pro, but I need to pay for that, and I don't really want to.
You should invite on Christine Weston Chandler. I'm sure she'll
No,
like give us
no,
some great points.
No,
Dude,
no.
that would
we
be
will
Wishful's
get doxxed. We will be on
dream.
Kiwi Farms if that happens. We cannot
Good.
let that happen.
Kiwi Farms is a terrible place, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I
What
love
is
fucking
it?
going there so much. It's
Wasn't that the
essentially a big
studio that
forum.
Made, studio
What?
that made Fruit Ninja or something.
No. Kiwi Farms is a website that is dedicated to the documentation and just general, discussion of extraordinary individuals, to put it lightly.
Like
Basically,
Fruit
it's just a
Ninja.
big internet circle jerk. It's really fun.
Yeah, like the Fruit Ninja. Have you never heard of
essentially,
him?
yeah. Exactly like Fruit Ninja.
No, like the Fruit Ninja, the guy the game was based on.
Yeah.
What?
You guys-
Dude, I didn't know that Fruit Ninja was based on a true story. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Fruit
I
Ninja
literally
in
heard that.
real
Yeah,
life.
Fruit Ninja is actually based off of wartime propaganda from.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Like,
Early
there's
20th
people,
century,
they would do intimidation videos, basically, like propaganda. And there's this one guy specific who's like amazing at cutting fruit. Like people would just throw watermelons like 40 miles per hour at him, and he'd just like slice
And then
them.
you go, it's a watermelon inside a
Have you guys
watermelon.
ever seen you guys
Oh
ever
my
seen
God.
videos of like the Shaolin monks who can like take a needle and throw it through a
Shaolin
pane of
shuttle
glass
I
without
have
shattering it
not.
at all?
That seems
Yeah.
interesting though.
Yeah, no, like they'll throw it and like it'll make like a tiny hole and it won't shatter the glass pane. It'll just go straight through.
Beast.
Yeah.
Can they do that, but with like a toilet, and it'll be over there, and it'll bring you luck?
Jesus Christ.
Can they do that? But like with my.
We're in
shit
full
on
Whoever-
camera?
Whoever,
Sorry.
whoever is editing this, put in a little counter that just counts how many times Ding Dong mentions fucking Parappa the
Alright.
Rapper in the corner.
All right.
Rappa the Rapper.
Can they do
I'm looking
that
at
with,
Rappa
like,
count.
instead of a needle, it's like a baseball, and instead of a glass, it's like a baseball bat, and they just like play baseball. I think that'd be cool.
Anyways, you said something about dreams a good while ago.
Oh yeah, dreams.
Dreams on
So
the
like.
PlayStation 4.
Like, anybody got some good dreams?
So
Yeah,
it's
but I
really
got time for that.
interesting because like I'll have dreams and like I know it's a place I've been before in my dream, but it's like I don't remember the dream. I don't remember being there. And then there's also places like that are real that I know are real, but they don't look the same in the dream as they do like in real life. They're just labeled like as those things. And it's
My
also
dreams
just,
have
like,
been so fucking weird lately.
Yeah.
Literally last
that's-
night I
that's-
had a
that's-
dream that I saw my bloody skeleton with my brain outside. That's not even a joke. That's not an
That's
exaggeration
awesome.
at all.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
people have been having more vivid dreams because people are getting on a better sleep schedule now.
Dude, listen, it's CERN, dude. It's the Large Hadron Collider, bro.
Dude,
Trust
it's the
the plan.
5G! It's the 5G
Dude,
implementing
it's Q, it's QAnon, man. He
5G is
predicted all of this.
God
Anyway.
damn it. Okay.
I have
Really
two
big
I have
fan.
two little
Explain your
dream
dream
stories I
stories.
could tell.
This
One's
is the Parappa podcast.
one's kind of long and
Thank
one's
you.
a lot shorter.
Okay.
Let's stick with the short one and only.
Okay,
that,
yeah.
Please. Yeah.
So the short one, it only lasted. The dream itself only lasted for maybe I don't know, maybe like a minute, minute and a
dong.
half. But
Ding dong.
The only thing I remember about it really was I was standing.
Nakimo! Okay, go.
All I remember is like I said, a minute and a half maximum. I was standing on top of a mountain.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
I remember that there was a playground slide, right? A big slide that just went off the side of the mountain into the woods, underneath it, right?
Yeah.
And far off in the distance, not really far off, but nearby anyway, I could see there was a gigantic fucking metropolis right there. Big skyscrapers and shit, right? And I live in a very rural area, so obviously I don't know where the fuck that came from. But anyway, I just remember looking over there and then thinking I should go down that slide, or should I? And then I just woke up. I don't know.
Dude, that's like in
Very
Rango
weird.
where he's in the desert and he looks out and there's the metropolis, there's Las Vegas. So anyway,
You were in the
I love.
Sonic
You guys
OVA,
ever
you
seen
were in
Rango?
Love
How there's the
Metropolis.
Dude, it's
Fear and Loathing in
I
Las
was-
Vegas
I
reference.
was literally about to mention that. Yeah. When I went back to that, I saw that. I was like, dude.
That's
Oh,
a dude.
I
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is a beautiful book and a beautiful movie, man. That shit's
Yeah.
awesome.
I watched MASH the movie recently.
Ew, what
It's-
are you, an old geriatric?
No, it's awful, dude. There's
You watched-
so much
watched
just
the latest-
misogyny and
Watched the latest episode of Gash.
it's just gross. There's points. I don't know.
It's just for old people. It's just for old, disgusting old people. That's it. Guys, oh my god, listen to this. Did you guys hear what happened in Syria?
What's up? What's
Here,
up?
listen to this. Listen.
It's gonna be the toilet over there.
Why would you go for Syria?
+1 for the Parappa counter.
Yeah. Damn, you're making my job real difficult here.
The toilet over there would bring your lugs to give up. I got no time to spare.
Time I hear that, the difficulty mode on my life goes up.
The only
I'm so
other
excited to play Parappa with you.
one was just I had a dream I was in the army once. It was very.
There was
weird.
something I wanted to
And
play
then
with
you killed innocent
And you said that little
civilians.
song.
I didn't never kill anyone.
Hey,
Like
I was back in
surprisingly.
the army. Let me
Sriracha,
look
can
that
you
up.
tell your Sensu being related dreams?
Oh
that you
yeah.
Here,
told me
Sriracha.
So about
some of them?
Oh
Play a
boy.
clip from that
Really?
song from
Are
White
you
Christmas. I was back in the army. Play that. Thank you.
No. So anyway.
No.
No.
So every time I edit, about once a week when I'm editing, after I normally I edit and then go to bed because I edit until I don't know.
Oh,
midnight
you
or
get
1
these
a.m.
when you edit. That makes a lot more sense because you have to hear.
I mean, yeah,
our
normally.
voices a lot.
Sometimes it'll
Hear
just be
our
random, but
retarded-ass
yeah.
voices.
So a lot of the times I'll see Ding Dong's face because I know his face very well. It's
Oh,
very
jeez.
beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
And so there was one. It was I don't know if it was after editing the Fred episode or if it was editing episode 4, but basically Fred Flintstone.png or not .png .jpeg. His Alberto is there and he attacked Ding Dong and stole his Luigi hat. And Ding Dong was crying, and the rest of the cartel members had to team up as ninjas and defeat him. He was like the evil samurai. He was Shredder from Teenage Mutant
He
Ninja
was,
Turtles.
he was the shogun.
That's
then the other
basically
time-
that's basically what the cartel was. Those 2 weeks we were on the Fred topic.
Yeah.
Why is
What was it?
Basically-
Wait.
Fred is always the antagonist of everything he shows up in. He is unanimously the bad
Also,
guy.
Yeah, and
Also,
then-
we went
honestly, buddy, I've
almost
never met
40
somebody
minutes with
that's just so hated.
Fred.
Yeah, I just realized we
have-
went almost
I've
40
met a
minutes without
few.
mentioning him. Wait, okay, I have one more. And then there was one where I was driving with my mom in a van, and we picked up Roast Fellow, and then we came into this Silent Hill-looking
Yo,
town.
it's me.
We came into
Been
this
playing too
Silent
much
Hill-looking
Silent
town, and then
Oh, this is in
we
your
entered the
dream?
mall. Yeah, this is my dream. And then we entered the mall, and in the mall was Ding Dong and Zambo. And Zambo was fucking 8 feet tall, and then Ronan was there
Wait,
as well.
Sriracha, can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
Had you actually seen my face at this point?
I've seen it, but I don't know it. So it was just you were an entity, you were a placeholder basically, but I knew you were
You
Roast
could
Fellow.
feel it was him.
His voice
You
was
could
just
feel it.
attached to a fucking empty, missing model.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was really weird. And
So
then
weird.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I
That's
zoned
weird.
out again for 5 minutes. I have a question. Sriracha, did you ever have any dreams about me?
Oh my
We've been
god.
talking about that.
like-
Can you tell me? Can you tell me again, and I'll listen this time? Just repeat it one more time, and I'll listen.
Okay,
He's
so
been too
basi-
busy listening to fucking Parappa the Rapper music.
Yeah,
God.
I'm
You got the
sorry.
shit
Edit
beat out of
Just
you.
say it real quick,
Editor,
real quick.
Caleb,
I can't-
Caleb,
I wanna
okay,
humble
yeah,
myself.
I'll edit
Put a
this.
Parappa counter
yeah.
in here. Put a Parappa counter in here, like throughout the entire episode. We need this. Like
Yeah.
it's just very,
I'll-
very important.
I'll
Please.
just-
Sriracha, can you please, whenever Ding Dong says that he's zoned out, can you please put like a record scratch
Yeah.
and
I
like a
could do that.
and like a bruh button? Put a bruh button.
Uh, yeah, Ding Dong, I was just saying, like, whenever I dream about you, I dream about your face, and then there was one where, Fred stole your Luigi hat, and we had to go attack him and fight him, and then there was one where we met up in an old abandoned mall, and then there was another one with you, but I don't remember what you did. It was just nondescript, and you were there.
Wasn't
That's
it with
awesome.
you and Ronan?
Yeah. It
I
was
love the
one-
fact that I own a Luigi hat and he has the Mario hat and he stole my Luigi
Yeah,
hat.
he
I love
did,
that.
He did. He was the little
You guys
asshole.
are arch enemies.
Yeah, there is one with Ronan. Yeah, now that you mention it, I don't remember what. That one was my first one, cause the Luigi hat was my second, and then the mall one was my fourth, I think.
You guys
Ronan
mind
was
my,
in the mall one too, didn't you say?
Yeah, Ronan was in the mall one as well. Ronan's like a semi-recurring character.
Yes.
Ding Dong's in every one of them though.
Yeah, Ronan's in
Aw,
like the
Flash.
swimsuit episodes, but that's it.
Shut up, you pig.
Have you seen the video of the little girl? She's like at the rear view mirror camera, and then she's like licking the
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
It's
Sadly.
disgusting. Here, I'll put
Have
it
you
up
seen the one
right
where
now.
she goes, "Oh, juicy squirt"?
Dude, that reminds
in
me
the
right
last-
now.
that
So,
was in
no,
episode
in the
6.
last episode that I was in, where I told you to edit in my meme, you edited in the wrong meme, and I was
Yeah.
so pissed. I was so angry. Did you
It
do
made him
that on
so
purpose
mad
to
he could
spite me?
spit.
It made me so mad I could even shit.
Yeah, I'll put it in right now. If you want me to,
Sriracha.
just send it to me. I'll put it in
You
right
edited
now
the
as a
wrong
compensation.
Me done thirsty. Ooh, too yellow. I don't think so. I don't do brown.
So mad.
Yeah,
There's
and then he
some
goes to this.
man.
He goes, "Crack, break, fix the door." You know, I gotta go. So yeah, open up. You
There's
know.
times when I'll be listening
it
to a
up.
podcast after I edited it, and then there's like a point, or like there's a word that I should have edited out, or like there's a bit where Ding Dong's like, "Sriracha, edit this in," and then I forgot, or I just missed it, and then I'm like, uh-oh. And then I get
I
fired
always
and get
thought
a
you
pay
just
cut.
didn't want to do it.
I mean, yeah, there's also bits like that where I just don't want to do it.
SRA, please come on the fucking podcast. That's all I've ever
Please
wanted.
edit in Ding Dong's video he made of SRA farting.
I
Put it
didn't
right
make
here.
that. Why does everybody think I fucking made
Oh, I
it?
thought you did. That's
Make
fine.
it.
No,
I'm not putting
no,
that in
I
again.
didn't. I
Put it
didn't
in
even
right
make
here.
it.
No, we need to have a clean image to get SRA.
You know what the funny thing is she wasn't even mad about it. She wasn't offended. She was just
Then why'd
mad
she
that I posted her
block
OnlyFans account. She wasn't even
Oh.
offended by it.
Cause she's based.
Oh
dude.
my god.
Because she loves big farting every day.
You guys, by the way,
If you had to date anyone in the cartel, who would it be? Let's start.
Italian. It'd be funny.
Roast seems
I'd
really
fucking
chill to
shoot
date.
you.
Date Rose.
I seem really what?
You seem really chill. Like you just we would just give each other music recommendations back and forth, and like we.
You know,
just
it's
chill
supposed to
out.
be anyone
I-
in the cartel, not
I-
just
I
the
know, it's
people
true.
right here.
Well, no,
I'd
but I'm
I'd
saying
serenade
like
you
out of
with
everyone.
guitar
Yeah, it's literally
songs.
anyone in the cartel.
Yeah, roast. Also, I think he looks good. I don't remember. I just remember seeing you and you looked decent. What?
Me oi hoi minoi.
Why is that from the end of an Xbox mic?
Me gungaga.
I didn't know what that was. I thought
Ooh,
my.
I
yeah.
already know
I
you
thought
a
that's a
bitch,
little-
man. Second, there's like a chips, man.
That's a little
Wait.
taste of what you get.
Wait
when
a
you
minute.
date the
Someone
roast.
just said the N word.
Someone just said, "Ooh,
Uh-oh. Canceled. Boo yeah. Boo yeah.
Boo
Boo
yeah.
yeah.
Boo
Boo
yeah,
yeah.
boo yeah, boo
Fucking
Boo yeah.
I can't do the kid boo voice.
Sriracha, Sriracha,
Sriracha.
can you censor out whoever said the N word with GameCube
Yeah,
controller
yeah,
clicking
He's
sounds?
gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
I won't. I mean, I will. Don't worry.
No, censor it out with Donkey Kong screaming noises. Do that. Thank you.
That's what everyone does. That's what the funnies do.
Yeah, no, do GameCube controller clicking sound.
Yeah, alright.
He is a gamer.
He is a
He
game
is
man.
Where are the Warriors?
Where are the Warriors?
Start out with a tree
Here
No, my
going.
favorite thing with that clip is that he literally waits 7 seconds. He goes, "Look how long it takes the Warriors to
I
come."
like that he.
And he
I
waits
like that he.
6 whole seconds, and he's like, 6 seconds? That's too long!
No, it was 10 seconds, I remember.
What are we talking?
No, I counted.
I
Like
like. I
that
like that.
No,
I
there's a
like that
counter,
he
there's a
tells the
counter.
Warriors to hurry up, like he's talking to the TV screen, and he's like,
There's-
Like
Yeah,
he's
come on.
talking
But
to
it, okay,
Warriors.
Hurry up,
in his
Warriors.
defense,
Isn't
in his
game-
defense, it was 10 seconds. I would have been a little upset. I wouldn't have yelled at the Warriors, but, you know.
Isn't
No,
Game
here's the
Dude
thing.
like on the run from the fucking CIA or something right now? He's like in Mexico or whatever. Right?
Alright,
Here's
here's
the
a
thing.
hypothetical.
Back to
You wake
We're
up
not
and you're a
allowed to
hex
talk
bug,
about
what do you
that.
do?
I'm a hex bug. I just
I be
do
a
what
hex
bugs
bug.
do.
Yeah, I just shut down your
Sit
game
there
dude-
and gather
your game dude
dust for
conversation. What are you gonna do?
millennia.
What are you gonna do?
I become really popular for like 2 weeks and then I never get touched again.
Oh, I love my hex bugs. Very much.
Of course you did. Of
You're
course
like
you did.
20.
Of course
love
you
my
loved
hex
your
bugs.
hex bugs. You idiot. You stupid dumb
I'm
fool.
sorry.
You loved your
Rex
hex
bugs.
bugs.
Here come the hex
I remember I
bugs.
thought a kid
The man
was
just
like
liked-
I
The
thought
man
people
just
were
liked
like
his
fucking
hex bugs. Leave him alone.
technological like hacker masterminds when they brought fucking hex bugs to school, man.
Hex bugs are pretty
I remember-
gamer gated.
And then you discovered you could just say you
Did-
hate the government.
This was my experience with hex bugs. My grandmother bought me one hex bug, and I saw on the TV commercial that
And you ate it.
They went on the little tracks, and I wanted a track, but then I didn't really want it, so I never got a track because I didn't want to buy one, and so I just had the one hex bug, and it didn't really do anything. That's
mean-
my
Dude, you know what? I think
experience.
that's the same thing with me. Do you guys remember Mighty Beans?
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Oh
yes.
my
Mighty
God,
Beans. I had the
yes.
Ninja Turtle Mighty Beans, dude. Those shits were so cool, bro.
Yeah, that was.
dude, the big thing with me was Bakugan, man.
I
Yeah,
never
do you ever
got
put
into
your Bakugan on the
Way
TV
back
and like?
when.
Do you ever like break your TV by putting the Bakugan on it?
I
never
never
got
did
into
that,
Bakugan.
but
No, but it's funny.
Yu-Gi-Oh
I
was
would-
pretty popular at my camp when I went to it, and so I traded a bunch of my
When I
really
went
cool
to it-
Pokemon cards for like really shit Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I just wanted to be part of the program, and then I didn't even know how to use them, and then they all went through the wash, and I was so upset because I
And then
lost my
Yugi showed up and he said, "Kaiba, it's time to
King Da-da-da.
King da-da-da. Kaiba, I love you. It's time to fart." And he said, "Yugi, I have done
How
farts."
long have we been doing this for? Like an hour?
What?
Yeah, we've been recording for about an hour, I think.
Yeah, about a whole hour.
you guys
I
mind if I
remember-
tell my dream story now? Or
You already
No.
did like twice.
Yes, Dreams,
the
like
other
the
one.
game by Media Molecule on PlayStation 4. What?
I already said that.
That is just
security
crazy.
system takes control of Squidward's house.
No,
It
I'm
starts
not gonna laugh
harassing
at
the
that.
town, forcing Squidward.
Harassing,
Harassing
the
I
town,
lost his mind. He's going
violating
insane,
the
dude.
Do you
innocent
think-
town.
Do you think there's been a... Why hasn't there been a Robot Chicken sketch where it's Parappa the Rapper, but instead of Parappa, it's called Harassa the Rapper, or Parappa the Harassa, or something like that? There's comedy gold right there.
He's like,
What would he do? What would he do? Just like,
No,
just
this
listen
is
to people on the
Parappa the
street.
Rapper.
No, you can't say that. He's just harassing them. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't
You
act on
take
it.
one P out of it. You take one P out of his name. He instantly becomes a horrible human being.
No, he does.
No,
he just
anyone
harasses.
with the people on Twitter canceling us because
No,
he said
he
f***ing
doesn't.
no.
He doesn't do that. He just
Are
I
one
know.
spot
Listen,
He
I'm
just-
down
let
the drain.
he just
me-
does
let me-
verbal things.
me do some diplomacy
Verbalize.
here, okay? Listen, bad.
Yes.
Okay, we're good. All right, we're clear.
Wow, you're,
Yeah, he's
wow,
right.
You're so
I know that's a
fucking
nuanced
red-pilled.
take. I
Holy
know.
Okay,
Dude,
so
you know
honestly,
what
that's
I
kind of a
you know
controversial
what I
opinion,
would
honestly,
agree
but I
with
agree
right
with
now?
it.
Replace it with good.
You know what I want to complain about right now? People in the comments who
up?
are like, "She belongs in the streets," or like the whole just women aren't funny thing. Whenever there's a girl TikTok posted, that's so fucking stupid and unfunny, and it just floods
They
the
are.
comment section, and I hate it.
Why did I just laugh like the doctor from The Simpsons?
What?
Chocolate rain.
Oh my.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. A baby
Chocolate
born will
queen.
die before the sin.
The simp.
Chocolate rain.
Fun fact: Episode 1 is longer than the entirety of the Scoob movie.
What the fuck?
Episode 1 of the podcast?
Yeah.
Episode 1 is awesome because
beautiful.
I'm on it.
Randy
That's
made
why
me
it's
mop the
awesome.
floor again. Chocolate raid. Do you guys remember Chad Vader? Am I the only one that remembers that?
No, I know Chad Vader.
Do you ever hear his
What's-
Chocolate Rain parody?
What's
Yes,
Chad
I
Vader for
remember
the
that.
audience? Ding Dong fan.
Chad
53?
Vader is this old web series starring Darth Vader, and he worked in a supermarket, and he like had this beautiful coworker that he was in love and infatuated with, and he was like an incel, and he couldn't get her to fall in love with him, and he had his own little apprentice that he tried to like destroy his manager with. He hated this manager.
Do you guys
you
like
guys remember
do you guys like
Homestar
epic
Runner?
rap battles of history?
I never liked Epic Rap
Yeah.
Battles of History. No.
Good.
I neither did I.
Good.
You know what I didn't like? Dude, I didn't
One
like.
time,
I didn't like
Roast
Epic
them
Meal
up!
Time.
Begin!
Fucking-
I remember I
remember
used
what-
to walk around my house singing the Goku vs Superman epic rap battle.
I
like the
remember
Joe
the
Bob
first time I
Jr.
discovered
I
it.
watched.
Goku
the
versus
first time I
Naruto
discovered it, it
rap
was like-
battle by SSJ.
The
Who
first,
can stop the
It says-
The first time-
I don't know what a bar is. I've
first
said that
time I
like
discovered it-
over these 2 episodes. I've said that like 7 times.
the first time I discovered
Piccolo.
Epic Rap Battles of
You
History,
have no
it was
sauce.
it was the Mythbusters versus Ghostbusters one, and I thought it was like really the Mythbusters and really the Ghostbusters, and they were actually gonna do it, and then it was just these two stand-in fools who weren't even real, and I was so upset.
Stand-in
and
fool.
You were so upset and you cried. You cried
was-
so hard you
Piccolo.
puked
yeah, then they
all
started
over
You have
swearing.
no
They
sauce.
started swearing. They can't do that.
You ain't
That's
getting
serious.
Your
no.
mom, you ran up to your mom holding
No
the iPad. You
draws.
said they started swearing, tears rolling up in your eyes. She took the iPad
Tears
and threw
rolling
it in
up
the
my
neighbor's yard.
face because I was upside down. I was on a
I
different
didn't.
plane.
I didn't say that.
No, but I said
Mom-
that. Because
Said
that's what
mom,
actually
mom, look, they're swearing. Star tears fall down face.
Emote.
Asterix cries painfully. Asterix.
Asterisk shoots you.
So guys, listen to this. Epic rap battles of history!
Yeah, and he's gonna start singing. He's gonna start singing Parappa the Rapper.
Versus Sriracha.socks! Begin!
All right, let's. I
Let's
don't
go.
know.
go. You go
Say my
first,
name?
dude. What do you?
Did he
Roast
say
fella, you're first, go.
Okay, so Racha, you're stupid and you are dumb, but you're also my friend, so I don't really mean it. Even
Alright.
though
Dude,
if I had a
Alright.
spleen, I'd
Almost as
spleen
good
it.
as Verbal Ace.
All right, someone give me a beat. Someone give me a beat.
Alright. Boom, bop, boom, boom, bop.
Roast
Boom, bop,
fellows,
boom,
you
boom,
suck
boom,
big
bop.
ass. Just kidding. I love you. You smell like grass. You are very good at guitar. It really makes me look away from far. Cause I see you. You see me too. You're a big cool. I got a big dog, big dog. You are the biggest.
I was looking at you and you were singing at me and you were singing.
Wait. Okay, let me finish off my rap battle. Let
I'm
me
not
finish off
gonna
my
be
rap
this
battle.
battle be dictated
No.
by
I've got an epic. I've got an epic finisher.
Okay, epic Nile.
And it's almost like I got shot. Cause guess what? Here's to the ones that we got. Oh, I didn't do the rhythm right.
Oh, you
The soul was
said.
there.
Rip it off.
Yankee with no brim.
Oh,
That's not-
get out of here!
Okay, get out of the
I know.
podcast. You're kicked
Thank you.
out.
Podcast
Jake's-
is
This
now
is exactly.
officially
This is what I was talking about.
I
Why
need-
My
did I-
sister literally pulled me aside yesterday. It's like, have you seen this video? It's so funny. And she showed me the Yankee with no brim. I wanted to rip my fucking head in half.
Does your sister listen to the podcast?
Yanker.
No.
You should get her to.
No.
Ding dong, you have a sister.
My sister looks at my stories, so there's a very good chance she
Yeah,
watched
shut
the
the
first
fuck up,
podcast
Pope.
with me on it.
Should yank
She
her
dead?
fucking clitoris off and eat it.
I'd have.
Yankee with no clitoris.
Whoa!
Yankee
Big
with no
chong, guys!
G-spot.
Big chong! Big chong!
I love the term G-spot.
Cheese
Why?
puff?
No, that is not
call-
what I said. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Oh,
I
you
call
got
the
pranked,
parking
dude.
lot the G spot because that's
Can
where
we talk
the
about how like disgusting old people put slices of cheese on pie?
Everything.
Dude, I'm gonna be
What?
honest. I
What?
used to think that shit was so gross until my pop sat me down, my grandfather, and he said, Joe Bob, you have to try this. You have to put a slice of American
Joe
cheese
Bob.
on your pie. And I did it. I was like, oh my
American
god.
cheese can be fucking-
Dude, that shit was
It-
so
it can
good. I was like,
fucking-
Pops, you're right. Dude, that shit was awesome, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's
Ding,
decent.
I don't
what
even
would
like
you do if
pie,
someone
and that
came
shit was
up to your-
awesome.
What would you do if
I
someone...
baked you a
I just-
pie.
I just-
Oh boy, what flavor?
Okay, wait.
Oh boy, what flavor!
To
Like
show,
a
to show
good
how
day.
connected I am to your...
Pie.
To show how connected to your name I am, like the pseudonym of Ding Dong, I was a...
Pseudonym.
I don't know if that's the right word, but I used it.
I don't know.
So,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, pseudonym.
yeah, so, like, I was about to ask you, like, what if someone came up to you in real life and said your real name? Like everyone in the world just normally call you Ding Dong.
Everyone in the world calls that, yeah.
Just, like, the idea of that, like... Do you think at some point in the world... Do you think that at some point in time, people will, instead of going by, like, their names, go by usernames? I mean, nicknames are basically...
That already kind of happens,
Yeah,
like, today.
Nicknames are basically usernames.
No, but like, it's never gonna become like mainstream. We're never gonna like refer to
Like-
each
like
other by our gamer tags.
Like okay, cause you'll go into a job interview. It's like your preferred pronouns, but like your preferred name basically. Like you'll have the official
Ding Dong
papers with your
fan.
normal
No,
name.
who is
but it's
this Ding Dong guy? Why are you a fan of him?
Yeah.
Why are there 52 of them?
No one,
I don't know.
no
The other
one deserves
predecessors?
that power.
I don't
No
know.
one deserves the power to choose their own name.
Yeah, because then
They'll
you go into
screw
a
it
job
up.
interview.
Yeah, because then you
Well,
can
no,
change
because
your name
people-
to Trash Boat.
No, because if people like if people are like the people
What if I
who are,
change
like,
my name to Trash Boat?
if they change their names
I
to
am the
like
world
Poop
famous
McGee,
trash boat, and I cannot be stopped.
people should know the
Hey, Trash Boat.
people should know the powers of changing your name to Poops McGee. Like if you want to even attempt to get an interview. Like,
Have you guys seen the thing on Instagram where it's like tricking
No.
people? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
I saw that. My
like, if
friend's
you if
name
you
is I have a
change-
small dick now. Cause explain
His
most
name's
of it.
what?
So if there's this video going around where it's like, if you change your like Instagram like name, like your full name on Instagram, and if you change it to someone's @ and then you change it again to like I have a big poop butt, then it'll say I have a big poop butt on their profile, but it actually doesn't. It actually says it on your profile.
that's
And you can't change your
bro.
name
Why
for
would
14
that?
days after that. Because
Yeah,
Wait,
and
I'm
you're-
so-
new
and
s-
Wait,
you're
you can't
stuck
change your
with I have a
name?
big
No, you can
butt.
change your name, but if you change it twice, if you change it twice, then you can't change it for another 14 days. It's really
That is
stupid.
fucking annoying. Why?
Because they implemented the new thing where you can only see
I
names. and
hate
DMs.
Instagram.
Did you
talk
see
about-
they
Everyone
removed
goes
they
back
removed
to
the heart
Instagram.
animations?
Fuck you!
They removed the heart
I hate
animations. Like there was
videos
enough
so
backlash.
much.
I think that they removed the heart animations. So I feel like they might.
Yes,
That's
I
good.
noticed that today. I was like, hey, that's gone.
Yeah. So I
I
feel
have
like.
a-
Something wrong. My vape is not
Heart
fucking
animation.
working right.
Oh, ding
Oh,
dong, you vape.
we got a vapor over here.
Dude, my vape
Oh,
is
shut
not
up,
fucking
Jake.
working right.
Vape fan 53.
Shut up, Jake from State Farm. Ah!
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning.
Dude, did you guys see what they
Really
did to
need-
Jake from State Farm? No, but listen, they literally changed his race. They're acting like it's like they're not drawing any attention to it. It's like a completely. They're trying to make it seem like they're gaslighting us. Like it's always
It's
been
the-
that way.
It's the
It's
great
Mr.
replacement.
H. Mr. H is running State Farm and he's gaslighting.
It's the great replacement in
They
action.
said, what do you
That's
mean?
like
He's
when they-
always been black. What are you
That's like-
talking about?
That's like when the Sonic Twitter, they tweeted out and they were like, the two men who are always in our Sonic commercials are not gay. Stop asking. But like they obviously
What?
are gay. Like, you know.
Dude, they're
people in
totally
Sonic-
I don't
gay.
even know what that is.
the
That-
people
I
in
don't
the
know why,
Sonic
but you just
commercials.
mentioning
And
that
the Sonic
reminds me of the
drive-thru, you know, like
fucking Mario
Sonic, like a
tweet.
fast food
Sonic
restaurant.
slushies. Oh my god.
Oh,
the
I
slushy
thought you were
songs.
talking about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sonic,
there's two gay men in Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, they run around with their dicks
I
flopping
thought
around.
they
Yeah.
are.
I thought that.
I
was
thought
the
that's what we were talking about
gaslight.
for a second.
Was
but-
there
I
any
thought that
mention
was
of the Sonic?
gaslight,
It's
that
the
they
two
were
robots
gay.
from the Sonic Boom cartoon.
Yeah.
Dude, they're totally gay. You know they're
Yeah.
fucking, dude.
Okay, but no,
That's
I was just gonna
awesome,
say that
though.
reminds me of the tweet from like the official Mario Twitter where they said Wigger Wednesday and everyone
Yeah.
above it
Oh.
got super angry.
Hey,
That one was fucking horrible.
we could talk about
Retweet if you hate Wiggers or some shit like that.
Oh my god.
talk about recent events.
I forgot about that.
you-
Oh my god. Oh my god. One sec. Like,
You guys have a. What are you guys'
Give me a
takes on
second
this
to-
new
oh.
Oh, what are
drama
you
with
guys'
the
takes on
Twitch
Wigger Wednesday?
security, the Twitch like security fucking team or whatever?
I think it's a good idea.
No, I
concept,
don't use
but
Twitch.
About how like they added on that one
yeah, the lady
thing.
needs to fix her act, but I feel
yeah
like
the fucking the person who thinks that they're a deer and eats grass and completely power trips all the time. It's great.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, just
an insane.
it's fucking hilarious.
woman.
She goes, "Hey,
She's an insane person.
She does
Who are we
lane
talking about? I have
dances
no
on her
The
context
lady,
for
the
any
deer,
of
Step.
the deergasm lady.
yeah, hot
Yeah.
ladies." Like Tobuscus says, he goes, hot ladies.
And then Tobuscus goes, ha, da, 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 da.
And then
Hold on, hold on,
Tobuscus'
hold on.
career
Rain
get
dance and he goes,
ruined.
I think about Tobuscus all the time. Like, I don't know why.
We should
used
get
to
Hello,
watch
once
it.
again, audience. Where we left off.
I was
Sriracha
thinking
was
about
editing
like
the
the
SBC
Diamond Sword
podcast.
song yesterday.
I used to watch Tobuscus a lot when I was a child.
Me too.
The only
It's
reason
Gabe
I'm thinking of
Buscus.
Tobuscus, it's Gabe
Tobuscus and,
Buscus.
Okay, Gabe Buscus. Yes.
And Sky Does Minecraft was a big fan of mine. I remember whenever he quit, I was like, oh, that's kind of sad.
Did you cry? You go, no,
Oh,
no.
no, I'd stopped watching him by then.
You ready?
but
Your mommy said, "Mama, no."
The funny man don't do Minecraft no more.
No.
That's not wholesome, Keanu Shoulders.
The funny man quit doing the Minecraft, mama.
Oh shit,
Mommy, he stopped doing his. He stopped calling butter gold, guys.
What?
Hey, what?
Mama, he don't do Minecraft no more.
Mama, you don't know.
Mama,
There's only
a girl
two
behind you.
There's only two things I
Yeah,
remember about
I
Minecraft.
I heard that.
Mama, girl behind you. Mommy,
I heard that Roblox was funny at the time, and I downloaded Roblox.
There's only two things I remember about Sky Does Minecraft. One is that he calls gold butter, and the other one is that he's afraid of squids.
And he's afraid
Okay,
of minorities
ding dong,
as
it
well,
was
but we don't
Sriracha's turn
mention
to
that.
talk.
Actually, he's not
He's
afraid
afraid
of them.
of what?
He hates them.
He hates minorities? Why?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not all right. That's not good.
No wonder he stopped playing Minecraft. He couldn't live with that. Like he had to had to leave it behind. You know?
He said,
I remember
enough.
on my Kindle Fire, I downloaded Roblox, and it was in the middle of the night, and I was like, whoa. Because I'd heard
You had
Roblox was good,
sleep
and
paralysis.
I just played the Wipeout map for like 2 hours, and I talked to no one while I did it. It was not a social experience. I just played Wipeout basically, and I think about that a lot because it makes me very upset with myself.
I have a
Remember
slight
how
thing I
once
can say about a Kindle Fire, if anyone's interested.
Hell yeah!
No.
Did I tell you guys about the time I downloaded porn on my friend's Kindle Fire?
That's hot.
No,
that was on,
you're
like,
almost
you're
on the
an
money
awful
with that,
human.
actually.
Okay, I'll tell my story after that.
This was the first time I'd ever, like, this is grand story, right? So, my oldest brother, right, he's, however old now, I'm not going to say it, but whatever. Anyway, he had a Kindle Fire once upon a time, right? Only he used it, it was just his, right? And one day I decided, I gotta look something up or whatever. I don't even remember what the fuck I was supposed to be using it for. But I grabbed his Kindle Fire. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna look at, I'm gonna open up his web browser, right? And the first thing I see is just a fucking whole ass page of gay furry porn. And I was like, well,
Whoa.
I don't like that. So yeah, that's
the
You turn into the guy from Pumpkin World and you said, "No, I don't like that.
I don't want that."
No, I don't want that.
So
Give me
and
the salt.
honestly, like to this day, I've never confronted him about it. But like, there's been like 2 or 3 different times I've caught him watching gay furry porn or seen that it was on his browser history or whatever. But like, he's straight.
Let him
But like, he's completely straight though. Like, he has a wife. Like, he got married. Like,
just let him do his
He's
shit.
weird.
Christian. He's like, I am straight.
Yeah.
And then he became like gay or something.
Guys, this song is so fucking sad. I'm sending it.
But I've
in the chat right now.
never talked to him about it ever in my life, and I probably won't.
Good. You should.
So basically what
I
happened
won't.
was I was at a sleepover with my friends. This is my Kindle Fire story. My other Kindle Fire
Oh,
story.
wonderful.
I was at a sleepover with my friends. I was trying to beat my friend's Geometry Dash level, but I guess I was being annoying or something. And so like they're like, go to Rory's room until you beat the level. And so I went up to Rory's room. I felt really sad. They banished me. They were all having fun in the basement. I had to go upstairs. I had to go not 1 but 2 floors upstairs to beat the level.
You're ruining my gamer zone,
And
dude.
so-
Go upstairs.
And so, I was like, okay, I still have his Kindle, so I called up my friend. I was like, haha, I'm gonna download porn on his Kindle. And so I
Good
downloaded
fucking
like
boy.
3 different porn games. They didn't work at all. They weren't fun or effective. And so like,
Would you give him a test run?
yeah, I did. I wanted to make sure they were cool. And so
Authentic.
That's what you told yourself, huh?
yeah, and then I brought it back down to him. I was like, look what I did. And he was like, dude, I can't delete those. My mom's gonna see. And he like started crying.
Okay, bye.
He started
Oh
crying.
my
It was
God.
really nice.
He said, "My
It
mom."
wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice.
You know who else
And that's the day
downloads porn
Sriracha.
to Kindle Fire?
It was really
My
funny.
mom.
And that was
You
the
know,
day Sriracha.socks got diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder.
You know, when I was a kid, I was pretty much in high school, I guess, for that point. Everybody had like either iPods or iPhones. Everybody basically had a phone. I didn't have one. The only thing I had was yeah, I paid. Anyway, so I only had a PlayStation Vita, and this was in like 2011, like right when they came out, 2012, 2011. So all I had
You
was a
enjoy
PlayStation
like your
Vita.
2 games for it.
Yeah, I did. That thing fucking sucked, but it's all I had, dude. So,
Alright.
So the cool thing about the Vita is you couldn't like watch porn on it. Every time you would click a video on Pornhub, you could only download it. So my Vita was just filled with porn downloaded. I was just watching that Wi-Fi. I was like, oh yeah. Sometimes I look in the corner to the nightstand of my room and I'm terrified to open it and look at it because it's all filled with porn from 2013. I'm terrified what that shit looks like, dude. It's a cesspool.
Still fucked up, man.
And nothing would destroy my epic build. And the mobs kept tumbling down.
I used to look at porn on my 3DS, and like,
Yeah,
I
of
think I
course
got
you
into
did.
some. I think I got into some really dark stuff on accident because I just didn't know any
What?
better. And I'm.
Example.
An example, buddy.
I remember I didn't have a 3DS. I had a 2DS.
I said example.
No,
And I remember going on Shad Base on it a couple times.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
Base,
I
bro.
don't remember exactly,
Go
but I
beat
just
off.
remember there was some really weird stuff that I came across that I never. I don't remember the domain
Was
name,
it like
but
Never
necro
recovered.
shit?
Never
Like,
recovered.
I mean, it was just like.
To this day, you can't look at a 3DS.
No, I can look at a 3DS still.
I would be like traumatized by that. I would remember that shit by heart.
I've got trauma. You know, I've got depression. I've got anxiety. I've got ADHD. I've got borderline personality disorder.
The stuff that everyone has.
I've got a
Yeah.
PSP.
I'm not.
I've got a Wii, I've got a Game Boy.
You guys,
I got
you guys don't know the true struggle till you tried to look at porn with your DSi. Now that shit.
Holy shit.
That's the most simplistic way. That's like cavemen discovering fire, dude. That shit.
You know, try to watch porn on my DSi. I had to get up onto my roof with like 2 fucking like satellite.
Yeah,
dishes
and you had to
pick up
watch
the
like a little
Wi-Fi.
GIF. You'd have to watch like a 2-second GIF and be like stimulated.
How come every episode is
Jerked off to the banner ads.
This is what every episode turns out to be.
What?
This all the stuff that gets cut.
No,
Wait,
normally
every
it's
episode turns into what, Sriracha? Let's hear it, buddy.
a horny cast.
A horny cat.
I mean, I can't really.
Last episode didn't turn into a horny.
I don't watch
cast,
porn, but.
Dude, Sriracha's too pure for this world. He said, "No, no cursing." It is
Anyway,
violent.
about 30 minutes ago, I asked you about your chronicles in femboyism. Tell me about that. Tell me about that, because you were clearly getting into something. We just got sidetracked.
Getting into something.
What are you talking about?
Talking to Sriracha.
Oh, something about a femboy? Let's hear it, Sriracha.
Yeah.
Hey, let's hear it. Come on.
trying to remember.
Drag it out.
No, I'm not.
I'm
I'm just trying
talking
to
to
think of
Sriracha,
something to gaslight you
my
guys
little
with.
friend.
He said, "No." Was that
No,
what
not.
it? No.
I saw. I think it was Saul Badman. He put it on a story. It was just a phone call of Walter White. He's like, "You stupid." No,
No, not bench.
Do you remember when the 21 kid like ran away from home or something like that?
That's
I was
not
just like,
real.
yeah.
Man,
that was
my boss at work came to me the other day and he tried to tell me that, and I told him, "You're full of shit."
I met the 21 kid one time. I was in Chicago and he
No,
was
you
there.
didn't.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
the 21
No,
kid
you
ran away
didn't.
from home. Holy shit! Yeah, I remember hearing about
I
that.
met him
met
in
the
Chicago.
You didn't
That
do
was
that.
so
It's
fun.
fake. And you didn't meet him, Sriracha. You're lying.
Yes,
I
I
met
did.
the
I met him in
21
Shed
kid.
Aquarium.
Okay.
I remember specifically. I was.
You know,
And how do you know that it's the 21 kid?
Everyone
How do you
just
know?
shut up.
Exactly.
I want to
It
hear.
wasn't just
I
a
want to hear
random black
Sriracha's
child.
21
Because
kid story.
he looked
Shut
so
up.
distinct.
Because
Okay.
he looked so
Listen.
stupid.
Okay, listen.
I-
He, he looked exactly like the 21 kid. I swear to you. I came up to him.
Oh,
I was
you're
like,
trying to say?
"Dude,
Oh, okay.
dude,
All
you
right.
Oh,
told
then.
okay, so they all look the
Shut
same.
up! I
huh?
want to hear this story.
No, he was 21 kid. I came up to him. I asked him, "Are you 21 kid?" And he was like, "No."
Did you really?
Oh my god.
I would
believe that.
I would
Oh my
believe it.
God.
I would believe. That's like something that would happen in like a dream.
You guys
Yeah.
ever
Like
see,
in one of
like,
my
You
dreams.
guys ever see the photo of like that listing on eBay where it was like a painting of the 21 kid,
Yeah,
but like
Pat
he looked like
knows
a
that.
fucking.
It did.
Pat
Pat
knows
knows
that.
that
Yeah,
guy. We
that's
talked
so
about this.
funny.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
Pat's friends with that child that made that.
I'd want to, dude. I want that framed. I want it right above my bed every night.
We should get them on the.
I hate my life and I wanna
We
die.
should get 21
I
kids
hate
on the
my
podcast.
No,
life.
I just gotta
Gary
meet him
Grip
back at
used
Shit
to be
Aquarium
like
again.
fucking fire.
Actually,
Take a
he gave me
look.
his
When
contact
I was in
info.
like
He was
5th
like,
grade.
"If you ever need a favor, contact me at this number." And so I
Here.
still have it, and to this day, I can contact.
Well, yeah, the 21
Yeah,
kid's
dude,
phone
he's gonna,
number.
like,
I can get
he's
him
gonna
on
get
the-
somebody.
I can get him on the
He's gonna like
podcast.
kill somebody for you.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
guys
believe
got
that
connections.
because if you could
rain
have got
dance
the
and it starts
21
raining
kid on the
tacos.
podcast, you would have told me like in 2 seconds into the first recording.
Well, no, I was worried. I wanted to see where this
He's
went.
got connections, man. He's gonna make
Because the
somebody
21
disappear
kids,
for you.
he's a hot item. Like he won't
Take a
just come
look.
out
Yeah,
of
dude, he's-
nothing.
Dude, he's in with the fucking feds, man. They're watching his house. They're tapping his phones.
It said, "Here come the Ronald McDonald's with a wham and pow." The giant
Huge
shockwave blast
of energy. It's a huge shockwave of energy. They're gonna kill each other till the end of time.
That kid
Oh,
can't really
what a
live his
mistake.
life.
Security system
looks like
takes
the blackers
control of
just died. Ha, ha, ha.
Squidward's house.
That kid probably can't
The
live his life
security
because he's
system is
trapped,
It's good
control
attack.
of
trapped
Ronald
Take a look.
in
McDonald.
prison.
Take a look in the kitchen. You can find that your treats
Your
are
tips
no
are
more.
all gone.
There's a Cheetos. There's a Fritos.
Okay.
The cupboard is bare.
And we're smashing, and we're crushing, and manamana.
Do you think that?
You guys
you think-
ever-
Is that
You
the
guys ever watch
Angry
Smosh?
Birds?
Roma no maye. No mayo maye. Here, everybody do
Man.
their favorite quote from Smosh. Okay, I'll go first. Ready? Yum hamburger.
Women aren't funny.
They say that in Smosh?
No, he said no. Anthony said, "God, I hate women." That's what it was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you say
actually,
that.
Shut
They said,
up.
God, I
Stop
want all the
changing my interest to gay porn.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really watch
guys not
Smosh
know
when I
that?
was a
I
kid.
don't remember a whole
No,
lot from
no. My
Smosh.
favorite one was my favorite one was the oh wait.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
No, I remember.
Wait a minute. Hold on now, fat.
Yeah, wait a minute, that card.
What was the
For some reason, the only episode of Smosh I can remember is the one where
fuck.
like Ian gets pregnant and the doctor's like, "So how are you gonna give birth?" And he goes, "Out of my butt. Where else?" That's the only thing I can remember from Smosh.
the first
I just-
episode I watched
Beautiful.
was where they turned into women or something.
Of
I remember
course
they had
we
one where
wouldn't
it was
say
like, it was like cartoons in real life, whatever.
Super
had, like-
Mario in real life.
They had the one for like SpongeBob, and it was just like they just took a hamburger and like threw it in water and then ate it.
That's just.
I don't know why I remember that, but it was gross.
Yeah, because it's horrendous and they should be
sketchy.
punished for their crime. Ding dong, what if you got invited into Smosh and they
Exactly.
said, haha, got him, you're in a
awful.
Smosh now.
Here's what I would do. I would say, listen, Smosh, I'm here to promote my podcast, but more
So listen
importantly,
here, fat.
I want you, Ben Pace, to come on my podcast. Now,
What-
Ben
what-
Pace, listen.
I can't
You can
believe
ignore us. You can keep ignoring us, Ben Pace. It's only going to make us stronger. Now,
Yeah,
come on the podcast
I
now.
don't know how Ben Paste hasn't come on the podcast yet. Like how he hasn't
Can we
accepted
get
his
Joe
invitation.
Biden on the
Goes,
podcast?
"Don't worry,
I think-
kitten."
Yeah,
Haven't you
guys,
contacted him,
this goes totally-
Sriracha?
I contacted him like legitimately, informally.
Did he even respond?
No,
Did
he
even,
hasn't
like-
read my message yet because he's a little.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Ben Pace is he thinks that by ignoring us it'll make us go away. It won't. In fact, it does the exact opposite. It makes us stronger. The only way to stop this. Fred realized that. Fred realized that quick. He realized it like.
No, Fred.
there's
Fred
only-
didn't. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I really just DM'd him and then he was like, okay. Like that's it.
Yeah.
I like.
Ben
does,
Pace
does he look like
right
the kind of person that has anything better to do?
Yeah,
Ben
that's
Pace,
true.
you are literally worse than Fred right now. Like Fred was.
Come on
Fred,
the podcast, Ben
Fred,
Pace.
say what you want about Fred. He was at least homey enough to come on our podcast.
get
Fred was
George
a
W.
great
Bush on the
guest, actually.
podcast.
Like,
Didn't you,
Fred was
didn't you
I'm a
want
big
a Sarah or
meat
whatever
Fred was
the
an
fucking
excellent
name is
guest.
to come on here?
I will say
Ben
that
Pace.
Fred
You'll
was
say
an
what?
I
excellent
love
guest.
the art of the fucking thumbnail where he's fucking Joker on the subway.
Yeah,
That was
that's
beautiful.
so
Yeah,
funny.
it's
That is
fitting.
amazing.
Dude, I bet Ben Pace has his own Discord server.
I bet he does. That's how I contacted Fred. If I can contact him through Discord, I bet I can win him over.
Can we find Ben Pace? Can we find your Discord server and then beg you to come on our podcast?
Oh, hey,
Listen,
it's
just-
Ben Pace.
Listen,
Ben
go
Pace
on the
doesn't
server
even
and
do
say,
that.
listen, if you come on the podcast, we'll give you 3 13-year-olds to groom.
Yeah, he'll love it, dude. He'll say, yes, kitten, I will be there.
Don't worry, kitten. Daddy will
Daddy
be
will be
back
at
on
Discord
Discord
shortly.
shortly.
That's my favorite Ben Pace video.
I'm pretty sure one of the cartel members. I don't know if it
Is
was a
a
cartel
groomer?
member.
Is a
Someone I knew.
pedophile.
Someone I knew went to school with Ben Paste. But I
Can
don't.
you find out who?
I don't know. Yeah, I'll try to.
I
look
know
into
like
that.
3 people that look identical to Ben Pace.
Ben Paste is a
Yeah,
clone.
he's just generic white person number
I
5.
know.
He looks like
Only
that
number
one guy.
5. Only number 5.
Ben Paste.
One of my friends goes to a school
White
that's full
person.
of kids, and every kid I see like that he like takes a picture with just looks like Ben Pace. It freaks me out.
Ben Pace looks like that one guy.
Okay, speaking
Ben
of
Pace
people,
looks like the
speaking of people,
no.
oh my, okay, speaking of people who look alike, there is this kid that I knew who literally looked identical, and I shit you not, carbon copy identical to Ed Sheeran. No, I will send a fucking
Disgusting.
pic. No, I'm gonna send a picture of him.
All
I had a
right.
the
kid that looked like that too.
I'm
I
gonna
had a
send a
kid that
picture of him
looks
to the
like Ed
Discord.
Sheeran.
I want you to. You need to fucking see this. It's unbelievable.
Ben Pace looks like that one guy who always collaborated with Brental Floss. You know,
You're
the one
so
who did,
right.
Who did like the Super Mario Land and the Ocarina of Time one? I know the Ocarina of Time lyrics by heart. I can sing them all right now.
That makes me sad to hear that.
Do you
So
want me to do
anyway,
it right
right, no. Here's what I want you to do. So my favorite thing I've ever created is Majin Ben Pace is like the perfect like character ever to exist. I just love putting the little Majin symbol on Ben Pace's forehead. It's so funny.
He looks exactly like Ed Sheeran, guys. Look at it.
He's literally just. I almost said.
Dude,
black.
it's a ski
Fuck
mask.
up.
How am I supposed to?
You have
How am
no
I supposed
nose.
to-
It looks like it looks like your nose is going to like the right side. It looks like you have a Squidward nose going over to the right side of your face under your eye.
They go into
How am I
Squidward's-
supposed to?
Put,
How
that,
is this
put,
guy?
no,
How am I
put this
supposed to
image.
decipher?
Put this image in the fucking podcast. I need everyone to see this, please.
Go for
How
it,
am I
go for
supposed
it.
to say that looks like Ed Sheeran? I can't even see his fucking face.
That's me. It's a joke.
That's
I'm in
the
love
Joker.
with
That's not-
body.
that's not- no,
Last
that's
night
not the
you
guy
were
that
in
I
my
was gonna
room,
send.
and my
Here,
bed
I'll
sheets
fucking
smell like
send
you.
Ding dong, my bed
That's
sheets smell
kind of
like it.
gross.
That's what's in the background
No.
of that photo. Is this bed sheet?
No, they don't.
That's really problematic.
talking about the
Sriracha.
people-
That is problematic.
Okay, this
You're
is my
making up
friend.
lies about my character. I'd never.
Your
I've never done
files are
that.
too powerful. Haha, thank you, Discord. Fuck off.
Are you talking
I
about?
hate how their fucking user interface is, man. Where it's
I
like,
hate
oh,
that my
worst.
name
sorry.
isn't fucking
Worst.
working.
It's the worst.
Look,
Yeah.
tell
He
me.
does look like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
does.
he looks just fucking like him, doesn't he? Here, like, I have like 2
Oh
more
my
coming.
God.
There.
That's literally Ed Sheeran.
That's him, dude.
It's literally fucking him.
Is there,
Carbon copy. I wouldn't. Man.
Does he have like the same like Does
Am
he
I
have
allowed
the
to put
accent of a fucking Irishman with an IQ of 43? Or
Am I-
He
am I allowed to
no,
put
he
pictures of him
he
in
talks
the-
like your typical white guy.
Am I allowed to
Fair
put
enough.
pictures of
It says
him
the
in the
N-word
video?
every other sentence.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
You can't
Am I
say that
allowed
word.
To, am I allowed to put pictures of
That's
him?
why I
in the...
said
just
your
don't
typical
ask.
white
Just
guy.
don't ask. Just put it on.
All right.
Dude, that guy
Probably
does look
makes
like Ed
sense.
Sheeran though.
He won't care. He's
What's the
awesome. He's a
chances
good
he even
guy.
shows up? I mean,
The
He's
club
not
isn't the
going
best
to.
place to get. Who is it gonna show up? Ben Pace?
I said, what's the chances this guy shows up and sues us?
Ben
You guys
Pace.
just fucking-
No!
Hey, I wish I was back in the army.
What if Parappa the Rapper 3 was about him coming to term with his demons, and he enters Vietnam, and then all of a sudden the war's bombs start flashing, and he says, "Boom! Flash! I just shot a guy!"
If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find.
Yeah. That's all that
Do you-
happens.
You guys like?
Boom!
Here-
Crap!
here's
Sound
some
of my
curious-
heart.
Can I give my pitch for Parappa?
I'm
So
fucking
curious.
on YouTube, and I'm literally looking up Ben Pace right now.
Boom! Crap! Sound of my fart.
Here's my pitch for Parappa the Rapper 3.
Okay, what's your
Alright.
pitch?
So Parappa is like, cause he was like doing his thing in like the 90s, right?
Yeah.
The end
So-
justifies the
90s.
means. We drink med phase.
So Parappa is like an old head, right?
Dude,
and
it's
he's like, all these SoundCloud rappers sucks. All they do is mumble, and he's like a lyrical rapper, right? He's like
So he's
like
got to
a
get back into
lyrical-
the game, basically.
Well, it's about him like dueling these like SoundCloud rappers, and he's like, hey, maybe this
Are you
SoundCloud
like
thing
Not
isn't
pitching the
right,
that
next
bad."
Parappa the Rapper
That's
game right
awesome.
now? Or
Yeah, that's what's
Yes.
happening. That sounds
Yeah.
that sounds really good, actually.
I would honestly
And
probably
it's-
play that. That sounds like it'd be enjoyable.
And it's about him like learning like to change your worldview and not be an old head.
An old head.
Old head.
That's
I
based.
love the phrase old head so much. It's hilarious.
We should
Yeah.
It's-
program that. Let's do a ROM
I
hack.
can't program anything.
Hack can program or something. He made the
I have a
53
friend that
game.
can program. Can do it. I believe in him.
Yeah,
Guys,
make a
I'm gonna
Parappa
send a
game
I'm gonna
for
send a
Yeah.
video to the
Punch.
chat.
I have a
Turn
question.
around.
I have a question
What?
for everybody involved here.
What's your question?
Just straight off the bat, one at a time. Just name off what your favorite band or artist is. Go.
Oh, that's really tough. Probably Roar is really good. Roar's pretty underrated, but there's that one song like the I can't handle change. That one's always in the TikToks, but like the rest of that album is really good, and also they just have really good music, and I really like them. So yeah.
It's
All right,
Jimmy
next.
Green.
Who's next?
No,
I don't know.
Let's talk about
I
Mark
don't have a
DeMarco,
favorite
for
artist.
frick's sake.
Crack, break,
I
fix the
really-
door, you know. I gotta go, so yeah, open up, you know.
We already
Parappa's
know
your
that
favorite
Ding Dong
artist.
Fan 53's favorite artist is Parappa the Rapper.
Ding Dong, I'm interested in your music.
What was
taste,
that
like,
You guys,
noise?
You're interested
Or
in my
you guys ever
what?
listen
in your
to
music taste.
Oh,
Here's an interesting thing. Have any of you guys ever had butterfly pea blossom tea before?
I have not.
It's
no.
very good.
Speaking
It's
of tea,
kind
I
of
gotta
weird. It's
drink
like
mine. Oh,
it's
never
this
mind, I
tea
do.
and it's fucking bright purple, like purplish blue for some reason.
Dude, that's
Don't know
like
why.
my penis, lol. Got
And
it.
yeah, like Kono to
it's like
Dioda.
if you put certain shit in it, like it's like a litmus test or whatever. Like it'll turn like bright red if you put hibiscus in it and shit. It's kind of neat.
Litmus
Nug,
test.
Nugget and a biscuit. Yerske basket.
Gabe Uskis.
Here's mine. Any of you guys ever listen to Son Ra?
Yes.
I've
Never
not.
heard of them. What are they?
He's the guy
Wow,
who
you're opening a can of worms.
He
by
did
saying
the,
that, I bet.
did the main menu theme for Hotline Miami. You know.
Ooh,
Yep.
that's
Ben
Pat's
Pace is-
favorite.
I knew
game.
it.
Oh, Ben Pace, we love ya. Haha.
Hey,
I'm
Ben
talking about
Pace, let's
Ben
get you
Pace
on the
right now.
podcast. I may
Shut up
hate you,
about
but
Ben
it's
Pace.
for
Save
real
it for next episode.
I don't know. a
Shut
single
up
thing
about Ben
him,
Pace,
but
shut up
I'm
about Ben
down with having
Pace.
him on.
He's got a
Yeah,
video
too
from
bad
2
he's
years
not
ago.
gonna come on because it's
Please, Ben Pace.
Ben
please.
Pace.
Please, Ben Pace. Just come on one time and I'll leave you alone.
Are
I
we gonna
promise.
work our
Ben
way
Pace,
through the
please,
ranks
oh
as, like, a
please,
fucking-
come on the
Dude,
podcast.
Dude,
Ben
Ben
Pace,
Pace,
Please,
come on,
everything's
Fat.
fucking great. Come on
on,
now.
Fat. Come on,
hold
podcast.
Fat. Come on now. Fat. Now, hold on now, Fat.
We got way too
Thank you
lucky
for
with
messaging
Fred.
me. Unfortunately,
Come on, Fat.
Very
Come on to the
ugly, and I
podcast.
will not be responding to you.
Who? Okay, here's another.
He's related to
Question.
Jacksepticeye, isn't he? I heard he is.
Shut up about Ben
Jesus
Pace.
They're
Oh
both
my
like
God.
Besides Ben Pace, who's everyone's like dream guest to have on the podcast?
Robbie G.
SRA.
Markiplier.
Robbie G would be pretty amazing.
Robbie
also...
G is one that we need for sure, like 100%.
Dude,
Not
okay,
Markiplier.
alright, here's
Okay,
my
I
plan,
would
here's
really
my
like to
plan.
have,
No, listen.
Okay.
Here's my plan to get Markiplier on. Okay, I'm gonna get cancer. I'm going to give myself cancer, like Make-A-Wish Foundation, okay? They're gonna be like, okay, Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'll pretend to be like 10 years old, okay?
Put your head in the
And they'll be like-
microwave.
Yeah. They'll be like, all right, I'll put my balls in a microwave. They'll be like, okay, what do you want? What's your make your wish or whatever they do? And I'll be like, I want Markiplier on my podcast. And they'll be like, okay, we can work this out. And then we'll get Markiplier on the podcast, and then we'll get $1 million. Okay?
Awesome.
That's my plan. I'll die young. I'm okay with making this sacrifice for the Senzu Bean cartel. Okay.
I would really like to have Zach from Zach Hedel Studio
What is that?
is-
Psychic bubbles?
Dude,
Here's
he
my
would
thing.
hate being on. He would hate being on this podcast.
He would not like
Yeah,
it. He
he
would not
would
enjoy
not
it
like
now.
us, but I would still enjoy the interaction with him.
I feel like you'd either
My
not
favorite
enjoy
thing,
it at
though,
all.
is that if you got cancer and like begged Markiplier to come on the podcast, I guarantee he would do it because you're dying of cancer. If you did that for Ben Pace, he wouldn't come on. I guarantee it. I guarantee you.
Dude, I think that like
Hey, Ben Page just say, "Lol, you have cancer." Canceled. Cancer, more like you've been canceled.
He wouldn't even come on. He wouldn't even pay attention to you. He wouldn't even address it.
He would read your message. He would read your message. He would never fucking reply.
he just leave you on red. Black pilled again.
Actually, no. He would respond. He would respond. He would only say blocked. Period. That would be it.
He would say, "Do you fart?"
He would
said,
say,
"Oh my
"Shut up!" 7 exclamation points at the end.
No, this is a really good sign because remember we bullied Fred on the episode previous to him appearing, so Ben Paste is going to be on the next one.
We're
Mark my
not
words.
bullying Ben Pace. We're just poking. We're having light fun with him. We're poking at him. We're making little jabs. He's our friend.
Listen, it works. All right, look at Italian and Azael. They bullied you for like 2 weeks straight, and then they got on the podcast.
Yeah, they did do that.
It works.
People do that to me though. Is that like they constantly ask me to go to the podcast, and I just go, yeah, okay, and then I never do it, and I feel bad. I feel bad.
Well, I think
that bugs me.
At this point, we're on episode 9. Like we've got a pretty established.
Nine.
Got
Like
a good
We
yeah.
got a pretty established cast, other than some people who I want to have on, like as guests at intervals. But I think we have a pretty established like rotation.
I agree. I agree with this.
Fun fact: Ding Dong literally had to make a group chat for all of the people that wanted to be on the cast.
Yeah.
When the first episode.
And it's
went out.
horrible.
That's where I got scouted, and they let me on.
Yeah, which I'm really glad
You
about.
got Scout, dude. Let's get Scout from Team Fortress on.
Yeah, it'll go.
Well, you know,
freaking right.
Well, you know what, Sriracha.socks? That just warms my dang old heart. You know that?
Dang old bit.
And you know what? Even if we have
Hey.
people and we hate them, we don't have to have them back on again. But I think Jake, you're shaping up to be one fine gentleman who we can have on the podcast again.
Jake has
Oh,
a big, huge heart, and we love him for it.
A big, huge chungus.
I know.
Very small, beady eyes.
I have
Okay,
a massive
guys.
heart. It's very
Nose.
bad. I need to get
What?
like surgery soon. I gotta get like quadruple bypass done.
Oh no!
It is
Sriracha.
almost-
Got a massive heart.
What's our time at right now, Sriracha?
We are at like an hour and 45 minutes about.
I think we should end it right here, guys. I'm gonna go watch cock milking videos on next videos.
Finish
Thank
it.
you.
It's 1 a.m.
Finish
for
it.
me, so.
Play the little guitar song. Play that.
1
Alright,
in
so
the morning.
thanks everyone for watching this, and
Play
Yeah.
Get Moley on your
Love you,
phone.
love you, love you, love you, love you.
Get Moley on your phone and love
Get
you,
Moley on
so-
your phone and Ben Pace. Come on, Monty and Ben Pace, please come on our podcast.
So,
Whoa,
everyone,
get Ben Paste on your podcast.
everyone list your people, or everyone list who you are. So, Ding Dong Fan53 on Instagram.
Well, I
Italian
wanted to, I
Dragon
kind of wanted to say, I kind of wanted to say my name, but that's fine.
No, you don't get to.
Say your
Spoken
own name.
bastard.
Okay. All right, can I go?
Yeah.
Are you gonna cut me off again?
No. I love you too much.
I'm fucking with you. All right, here I go. All right, guys, my name is. You can
Patrick
follow me on
Warburton,
Instagram.
Fan53.
Yeah. No, you can follow me on Instagram. My username is Ben Pace. Follow me on Instagram. Thank you.
Why did you just give Ben Pace a shout out? That's the worst thing you could have possibly done.
Yeah. Ben Pace.
Now he'll get a bunch of followers and he'll thank me for it.
Maybe.
All right, everyone, I'm Roast Fellow on Instagram, and I'm challenging you to take the Roast Fellow challenge. go into Ben Paste DMs on Instagram and say, "What up, Sensu Nation?" That's the Roast Fellow
Senzu
challenge.
Nation.
No, we have to have it set straight. It has to be shout out to the Sensu Bean Cartel.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's the Roast Fellow challenge. Do
Yeah,
that.
all right,
Okay, do that instead.
Jeffy or Jonas or whatever your name is, you know.
Jeffy.
Jeffy.
Yeah.
My name's Jake. Jesus.
We're gonna call you Jeffy
Dude,
from
like,
now
literally
on.
15 fucking times.
We're gonna call you Jeffy.
Whoever does the
Jeff the
thumbnail art,
Killer.
Please draw him as Jeffy.
All right.
No,
They
just use the balaclava photo for my fucking.
They won't get it until like the very end of the.
That's
cast,
fine,
but
yeah.
it'll be
Put
People
the
are gonna
text
think
in
you're
there, too.
bingo. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Explain yourself.
Anyway,
Who are you?
I'm Jake. I'm on Instagram at jake.is.awake. I don't post there very often, but you can follow me if you want to.
And I'm Italian Dragon.
Yeah, baby.
All
and
right, you gotta really fucking okay.
I'm Sriracha.socks. Follow me for cool videos or just because you like me, because I'm a really cute little fella. So yeah, I'm also really close to 900 subscribers. Please, or followers, please get me there. I've been sitting at 800 for literally.
He's committed several hate crimes in the former country of Yugoslavia.
Please, God, just get me to 900 million followers. And if I get to 1K, I will kiss Ben Paste on the forehead.
Well, on his Majin forehead, yes, on the big symbol on his forehead. Yeah.
If I get 1K people subscribing to my OnlyFans, I will see Ben Paste in person. I will dox him.
You write a Sriracha.socks x Ben Paste, erotic fan fiction of 78 pages.
So yeah, I think that's it for tonight. So good night, everyone.
Good night, the toilet over there. We'll bring you luck, so give up. I got no time to spare.
Yeah, play us out.
In the rain, in the snow.
All right.